know, lately a nigga been fighting a whole lot of demons. A lot of shit we do gon' have consequences, but we gotta be ready for them. Emergency, I just got out of surgery. I'm having problems with my heart and it won't work. I did some shit in my past and it's cursing me. I'ma stay right here on this plastic, God take breath from me. I'm sipping his hand and he just pain, but it ain't helping. My little nigga going against the grain and that shit stressing me. I pray to God, let God have mercy. I'm living a crazy life. I just shot at a nigga for talking some shit on the gang. He paid the price. I was young in the rush for the money. My hunger for paper saved my life. And I should get saved tonight. If you wanna lick shit, we can get rich shit. We can get paid tonight. Dollar bill, y'all. Everybody want the money. Everybody want this shit. Everybody want the money, but don't wanna go down. You gonna do anything to get it, but when you gonna go out there? Shit, gotta think about it. 187. Murder by iron. You killed a nigga, you don't know him. You gon' go to heaven. Gotta chalk that shit over, dog. Real talk. Hey. Fight my demons, fight my demons. So many demons. Me against these demons. Against these demons. Fight my demons, fight my demons. Fighting my. It's me against these demons. Me against these demons. Whoa, I'm fighting these demons up in this ghost. I'm fighting these demons, I'm on the ropes. They came with a beam up under my coat. Get hit in the spleen if you want to smoke. That money be green, so niggas don't go. I'm looking so clean, I used to be broke. Remember they laughed at me and they choked. Gave them the ball and nigga they choked. Tables turn, that nigga you go. My little nigga don't follow no code. Follow no code, no code. My nigga follow me like the pole. I stand on my word and stand by the consequence. They say I'm heartless, thanks for the compliment. I seen your dead homie, yell a company. BMG gang, and bitch feel incompetent. Don't wanna hear that shit, I gotta kill that shit. Lethally militant, I can get ignorant, we not considerate. Niggas do silly shit, we get to drilling shit. Guilty and innocent, don't give a fuck about a bystander. I can pull up in the high class. Don't take no slam. Don't take no slam. Dollar bill, y'all. Everybody want the money, everybody want this shit. Everybody want the money, but don't wanna go down. You gonna do anything to get it, but when you gonna go out there? Shit, gotta think about it. 187. Murder by iron. You killed a nigga, you don't know him. You gon' go to heaven. Gotta chalk that shit over, dog. Real talk. Hey. Fight my demons, fight my demons. So many demons. Me against these demons. Against these demons. Fight my demons, fight my demons. Fighting my. It's me against these demons. Me against these demons. Living life in case and the idea that my evil thoughts go unpunished.
What's up with everybody?
As I sort through the rubbish, my days of thugging get slow and rugged.
Talk about today.
Idolizing puppets who control the public like a controlled substance.
And you gotta stay relevant with this stuff.
Bullets in abundance, anticipating
These
what I know is coming.
Play in your face. You gotta stay on top of
all of a sudden, my past is blurring, my future is sudden.
I say you can't let up.
Dark and muddy, hoping for sunny. I'm still running.
Put on neck.
Find peace.
You can't play with these entities, man. They will literally lie right to your face. They don't care. They are cutthroat entities. Do you hear me? They cutthroat entities. These ain't good entities. You hear me? You hear me? All right. These ain't good entities. Now, if we are to get into this, let's just, y'all want to dive in? One's in the chat if y'all just want to dive in. One's in the chat if y'all just want to dive in. One's in the chat. One's in the chat. Y'all know. Let's just get into it, okay? So Mike sat over there and he wanted to play in our face, right? Mike wanted to sit over there and play in our face. He wanted to sit over there like, oh, I don't know what type of person I was being. I didn't know anything about, it sounding like a creep or me sounding like a creeper, or he just, you know what I mean? Just sat over there and played in our face. Oh, forgive me because, my mind slips sometimes, and sometimes I don't forget that I'm an old creep. You know what I mean? So we not gonna act like he didn't just play in our face. That's what we not gonna do. All right. First and foremost, we not gonna act like he didn't just play in our face. You feel me? All that Tony the Tiger stuff that he was doing. I pay the bills in this house. I bust my balls and bazaars and all of that stuff. That ranting and raving. We don't care nothing about none of that. You feel me? Y'all know we don't care nothing about none of that. Not today, not tomorrow, not yesterday, not no time in the future. You couldn't get it past in the past. You get what I'm saying? We is not going for it. All right. Now, so Mike, creepy Mike, he decided that he was going to email Golden, right? So he says, this is his response to her, right? So Golden says, what exactly are you sorry for? Right? So Mike goes on to say, okay, we can do it like this. I'm sorry for coming off like a old creep, right? This is what he says. I'm sorry for coming off like an old creep, right? This is what Mike says, right? So therefore, Mike knows he came off like a creep, right? Mike knows he came off like a creep, right? But Mike don't stop there, right? You would think, okay, boom, you coming off as a creep, abort, conversation over with, right? Not this one, not this one, not this one, right? Now we're not gonna put this in no particular order, right? We're not gonna put this in no particular order. But Mike, he's on the back end emailing something fierce. Mike emailing something fierce on the back end. He say, "Okay, I'm sorry. So for making a joke at that moment, I'm very sorry because that's not me. I try to joke and make people happy. I'm sorry if I hurt you. I was thinking about all the things women may go through on social media and in real life, and I wish I could take it back or whatever. Now people are calling me a drunk old man. LOL. I thought that all watching would see that it was a joke, but I was wrong. I never thought people would see it like a creep. So if you would like to talk, I can send my number. But again, I do apologize. I will apologize on video or whatever. My life, all my life, I'm the first person to protect men and women with a very bad joke at the wrong time. Please forgive me because I am not nowhere near peace and love. Okay. So this is what Mike is saying, right? Okay, fine, cool, fine and dandy, right? Okay. So Mike starts getting a little bit more. Mike starts getting a little bit more, involved with the text messaging, right? Right? I don't need to watch you are being difficult. No, why are you being difficult? I know what happened. It was a joke. My winking and all. I thought it was funny. for the camera, but I did not think it was hurting anyone. So I'm sorry. And I will say these things my next few videos. Now we're like 2 or 3 days ahead of all of this, right? So he trying to, I don't know if he was just trying to keep it circulating, right? Was he trying to keep it circulating or something? Well, he's saying that they 2 or 3 days ahead of this. How you gonna be 2 or 3 days ahead of apologizing to somebody? How you 2 or 3 days ahead of feeling, some type of emotion for somebody else? Like, how are you 2 or 3 days ahead of that? Right? That's why I say you're not gonna play in our face, right? So he goes on to say, I made my peace. I have apologized. I can't undo it. I can't believe the stuff that is being said on both sides. People are saying I'm a drunk. They said my girlfriend is 30, all kinds of stuff. But I know who I am and what I need to do. I have said my piece. I thought you wanted a real talk, but I made my peace because I think I started all this with stupid bad what I thought was just a joke. So I'm sorry, peace and love, right? But Mike, see, here's the thing about these people. You're not sorry until you get caught. You get what I'm saying? You're not sorry until you get caught. That's when you become sorry. After you get caught, that's when you become sorry. Because y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But let's read this one together, right? And I want to stop in the middle of this one. Let's read this one together, right? This one says, please don't take any of this the wrong way. Now, first and foremost, as soon as you start something off with please don't take any of this the wrong way, I'm automatically taking everything what you about to say the wrong way. Because it wouldn't be no need for you to start that shit off with don't take any of this the wrong way if you ain't about to say some shit that's about to come off the wrong way. One's in the chat. Am I right? Am I right? That's like somebody telling you don't take offense. That mean they about to say something offensive. Am I right? Am I right? One's in the chat. Just drop a one. I know I'm on to something. Just pay attention. Just pay attention. I know I'm on to something. All right. I know I'm on to something. Just follow me. Follow me. All right. We about to ease on down this road. Just follow me. I got you. Okay. So let's read this together. Mike says, please don't take any of this the wrong way. I am truly sorry, and I hope we can talk on Zoom, on the phone, or something, because I would like to say some things about me and how much all this has been bothering me. Wait. So you can't say it in this very email where you type in a whole bunch of other shit? You need additional access to me? What? What you need additional access to her? What you need extra access to her for? To tell her more stuff about you and how it's bothering you? Huh? Huh? What is Mike? What is he talking about? You need additional access to somebody that you shut up. You need additional access. Hold on. You mean to tell me you offended a woman and you the one that get extra access to this woman? Is you serious? Is you serious? You did some creep shit and now you get additional this is like an episode of Family Guy, like the dude that be across the street, like Chris, my favorite paper boy. I hope you come around again. Can't wait till tomorrow. Popsicles. It's some weird shit. You get to get additional access to the person that you said some weird stuff to. How? How? Huh? Huh? Okay, so he goes on to say, right? I would like to say some things. Listen to this. Listen to this. He said, I would like to say some things about me and how much all of this has been bothering me. What? What? Okay, okay. Let's keep going. I could be jumping the gun. I could be jumping the gun. Let's keep going. Okay. I did not mean to hurt anyone. Okay. Maybe you may have some questions you would like to ask. I do feel bad that all of this happened because I was not trying to hurt anyone. Maybe you have some questions you have to ask. Who the fuck? Who do you think you is? Who do you think you is? You maybe you'll have some questions you have to ask after I tell you how much this has hurt me and bothered me. What? You don't get additional access to somebody after you done did some creepy shit. Now you get to have phone call conversations, call them on FaceTime, whatever the fuck you trying to do. You get additional access to the victim after you victimize it. What type of creepy shit is this? But let's keep going, right? This is what he says, right? He says, I do feel bad for all of this happening, right? Then he goes on to say, P.S. I'm working on a song. Would you like to hear it? What? Wait a minute. 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 Is this shit not getting creepy? It's just not. I got a song. You want to hear it? I got a song. Wait, what do you mean you got a what the what do you mean you got a song? What the wait a minute. Wait a minute. This motherfucker jump out. The whole cake. Plow, towel. Watch out now. It's the little one and it's not Bow Wow. Like who the fuck who put him up to this? Did Jaguar tell him to do this? Did Jaguar tell him to do this? Who told him to do this? This is a lore. This is some creepy shit. You can't just apologize and leave her alone like never. You couldn't just go creep on something. You had to. I got a song. Would you like to hear it? What? That's why I say Jag picked the right ones, man. Jag picked the right supporting cast. I don't think these people have nothing but some nasty stuff going on in their mind. Like, what the what? What? I, okay. Okay. Y'all might not find it odd. Y'all might not find it odd. Let's just read the whole thing. I'm working on a song. Would you like to hear it? Well, I only have a very little bit of. I'm waiting to put together the new computer in my studio, but I would like to play some of it for you. Now, it's not for you, LOL. It's for my beautiful sweetheart. Laugh emoji. What the? What the? Okay. 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 One's in the chat. One's in the chat. Is that creepy? Is it cringe? Is it weird? Is it one's in the chat? Let me know. It could just be me, because I'm a father. You know what I mean? My daughter's like 20 something years old now, but is it weird? Is it just me? And we grown, so it's up to people what age limit they date in. You know what I mean? If he 58 years old and he looking at 18-year-old, that's fine. That's fine. That some people live that lifestyle. When I get 58, hopefully I'm lucky enough to have a couple of 18-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, maybe flirting with him or something. I don't know. I want to know that people still find me attractive at that age. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not there yet, right? If I lived in my mama's basement, I probably would, take whatever came, my way. But I'm not there yet. I'm not in my mama's basement. I'm not living in my mama's house. You know what I mean? I'm not doing none of that. So I don't know. But you guys tell me. You guys tell me. Is this cringe? I mean, maybe it wouldn't be cringe if Golden like hinted around or flirted around with him and they was, doing this, back and forth like in conversation. But she already stated that it was weird. She already stated that it was awkward. She already stated, her feelings behind it as far as it looking kind of nasty, him having a wife or a fiance or whatever he got, because he got a wife and a fiance. I mean, he's got 4 wives and a fiance. So I don't know what maybe he's building his own village over there in the Philippines. He said he got some land over there. He might be building his own village over there. I'm not sure. But however you look at this, right? And it's cool. Like, I ain't trying to tear Mike's page down or nothing like that. Apparently, he's keeping some Filipinos hungry. You know what I mean? He's feeding them every night. You know what I mean? So apparently he's got some stuff going on where the money over there is going a long way. So I guess, keep scamming. I mean, keep scraping and supporting, you know what I mean? Whatever it is. Can't take nothing back, can't do nothing about that, you know what I'm saying? But in the sense of things, um could it be he going through a midlife? You think it's a midlife? We gonna talk this over to a midlife crisis? Him telling somebody he already offended, do you want to hear this song? That he just made it seem like he didn't know what to do with the mic in front of his face when he was just up on Maggie's panel. He act like he didn't even know how to compose a sentence when he was up there. I use YouTube to talk and get stuff out, and that's what I don't know how it is to have a mic in front of my face when I'm talking. So this is how I gotta find my words. If you let me and if you allow me to, I could find my words. And shut up. Your ass out of here. You ain't had no problem. You seen how he kept moving his damn tongue around and shit. Y'all want to watch that Magic live with him? I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm at to keep on. Okay, so then he say, I'm working on a song. Would you like to hear it? Well, I only have a little bit of it, and I'm waiting to put together the new computer in my studio, right? Once again, bragging about a new computer in his studio. You hear me? Bragging about a new computer in his studio. The same thing he came up there and tried to say, yeah, I can't hear the sound. I got to hook it up. I had to hook it up. I couldn't hear the sound. Da 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 da. Right? Now this is what I'm saying, man. He's so caught up with his accolades, caught up with trying to make himself sound like he doing so much, like he got so much. It don't matter how much equipment you put down in that basement, that doesn't take away from, the uncomfortable ass feeling that you gave somebody. You know what I mean? To double down on it and then like think about it. We had to go through all of this just for Golden to get a proper apology. But on the back end, he lying to her, like dragging her along. Like, yeah, I'm gonna give you a public, I'm gonna make a video about it or a public apology or whatever. And that probably was based off of however the conversation was gonna go after she heard his song, I guess. And she would have had to hear his song first, and then she probably would have been like, "Oh, it's terrible," and he probably would have been like, "I'm not doing no video." You know what I mean? Or if she would have like, "It's a great song," He act like he wanted to work with her. Well, I only have a little bit of it together now, but maybe you can help me with the rest of it. Maybe you can add to the rest of the song. Hint, hint, wink, wink. This dude's a creep, man. This dude is a creep. He talking about something. Look, look, look down here. Or it's for my beautiful sweetheart. Laugh. He laughed at that after he said that, right? Either he don't believe she beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Or either he don't believe she beautiful or something. Why would you laugh after you said the song was for your beautiful sweetheart? Why would that be a laugh? Why would that be funny? Right? And then he said, well, here is my cell. Please call or text me anytime. Most of the time, I can't even sleep. What the fuck? What do you sleeping got to do with any? What does this have to do with anything? Can somebody help me? Can y'all help me, please? What does this got to do with anything? Huh? That's so weird and creepy. And then you say, most of the time I can't sleep, right? Okay. I'm looking forward to speaking with you on all positive notes. What do we need to speak? What do we need to talk for at all? What conversation could we possibly have outside of I deeply apologize for how insensitive I was with my words and my actions and my demeanor, and that be that. Look at how ignorant he is, right? Okay, we can do it like this. I'm sorry for coming off like an old creepy person. I am sorry for even thinking it was a joke. I wish to explain myself and how we can fix this. I was not thinking anyone would take what I did as bad. I thought it would go over as a joke. But people think because I work hard, I get all these subs, but I am still human. What is you talking about, my boy? People think because I get all these subs and I got this. Bro, how does this make sense towards an apology or anything? People think I got all these subs, but I'm still human. I think because of me joking, or it's clear it's a bad joke, I just wanted it to explain to you. I'm I am sorry for joking with you, and I don't even know you, but I do know this is a lesson learned on my side, right? That's what he's saying. And he's saying this 5 days ago, right? But if we look how he came up today, if we look at how he was up there today, he didn't show none of this. He didn't show none of this. He still had that same smug ass, like, you know, all I said was you're beautiful. He really tried to go with that whole, I'm sorry if you took beautiful offensive. I'm sorry if clearly you know that you was being a creep if you clearly said, I'm sorry for coming off like an old creepy person. So clearly you know that you was coming off like an old creepy person, right? So to sit there and do that whole act today, okay, yeah, you mad at me because I put all of these extra implementations on you. So what? That's what I had to go through just for you to realize that you was wrong. And that's the problem with what's going on. Like somebody else got to come along and be the monster to some of these monsters before they realize they the monster, right? Like that's sad as hell that I gotta come on and bully you into seeing that you was wrong with how you treated somebody. Then it's like, oh, what you got to do with it? You ain't got nothing to do with it. Yeah, I know. If I would have never had nothing to do with it, then you probably would have just let that shit slide unchecked. You know what I'm saying? You probably would have just let that shit slide unchecked and try to drag her along whatever path you decide to drag her along. You mad. That's why they hate to see people like us coming. You hear us, Atlas family? That's why they hate to see us coming, Atlas family. For real. That's why they hate to see us coming. They know we coming with logic. We coming with the shit that makes sense. He all in his feelings. Let's watch Maggie's live. He all in his feelings, ranting and raving, screaming. Huh? He all mad. Then when Quiet Storm come up, he gonna try to make it seem like he was having some type of highly advanced conversation with Quiet Storm. Matter of fact, I don't even want to go to Maggie's panel. I want to be petty. This is what I want to be. I want to be petty tonight. Huh? Huh? Mr. Fashion Statement. Huh? Mike? You want to talk? You want to talk about it, Mike? Huh? Out here taking selfies and shit on your bike? Huh? Mama said I could ride my bike without the training wheels on there today. Huh? Mama said I could ride my bike without the training wheels on there today. I'm going to ride. This nigga, and he been through 4 marriages. Is y'all serious? Is y'all serious? He been through 4 marriages. Hey, y'all gotta excuse. Y'all gotta. Okay. Yes, guys, I confess. Okay, I confess. Me and my son is in the same room. Okay, look, he's over there making a bunch of noise. Okay, that's the noise that y'all hear back there. Okay, he's back there making a bunch of noise. Okay, so this is what we got to deal with now. All right, so this is what it is. All right, so if you happen to hear him doing a bunch of extra shit, that's because Now I could tell him to go to his room, but then that would defeat the purpose of us sharing the same game room or whatever. So we got to deal with each other noises. All right, that's part of teamwork. Teamwork to make the dream work. We a brand. We a brand. But look at Mike. Look at Mike. Look at Sharp. Look at Mike looking all dapper. Look at Mike. Dapper Mike. Mike looking all dapper, taking selfies out here. Look, Mike out here taking. Oh my goodness. Mike is out here looking like a full-fledged creep. Mike is out here looking like a full-fledged creep. Oh, snap. That man looked like I'm coming to get you. Hey, Mike, don't play in our face, Mike. Don't ever try to play in our face again, Mike. Don't do that, man. You out here looking like a full-fledged creeper. Listen to me, man. Mike is out here looking like a creep. Look, that's how Mike creep up on you too. Look. Oh man, we got a smoke detector that's bad. Is that in your game? Where's the batteries at? Look at this. Might creep up on you like that. Hold on. Yo, Mike out here looking like a smooth creeper. Y'all be trying to make it seem like Mike somebody. Mike is not nobody, man. Yeah. Y'all got me. Y'all got me. Me and Jag at the same hospital. I fucked around and had a heart attack. She was getting gastro bypass surgery, and I was in the back having a heart attack. We at the same hospital. You heard the beep in the background. You got me. You figured it out. We all in the same residence. Who out who out here taking pictures like this? Come on, man. This is his choice of a selfie. Stop playing, Mike. We know something ain't right with you. Talk about something. I kept the thing on my head because it reminds me that I'm human. What would you be if you got rid of the thing on your head? What would you be then? And I keep this knot on my head to remind me that I'm human. What would you be if you took the knot off your head? Then if you got rid of the knot, what would you be, my guy? Look at this shit. This motherfucking knot. He gotta register for that knot. Look at that shit. That shit big as hell. He had that shit for years. You hear me? He had that damn thing for a decade. Look at that knot, man. You know you're supposed to get something checked out like that. If you got something like that growing on your head, you're supposed to go get that shit out. That shit could be a tumor pressing on his brain, giving him all these messed up thoughts. That's probably why he thinking the way he thinking. Is it weighing on his head? You know, the frontal lobe is where a lot of activity takes place at regarding your visual and your perception of life. So he could be perceiving some heavy shit or not, or not, or not, you know. But just think about it. You know, that shit's pressing. Let me drop the link for if anybody gonna come up. That shit's pressing right there. That thing on his head. You know what I mean? Well, you supposed to go get something like that checked out. You ain't supposed to have an anatomy growing out your head like that and not go get it looked at. You know you supposed to go get something like that looked at. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to go get something like that looked at. You ain't supposed to just have that shit just growing on your head like that and you just act like it's normal. Talking about something. I keep it to remind myself that I'm human. What would you be? What is that? Come on, that thing is big and it's going through stages. It's not just big, it's going through stages. You feel me? Like it might look atrocious 1 minute, you know. Look at the type of pictures he's taking. Look at the type of pictures he's taking. This man live a lonely life. Look at the type of pictures he's taking, man. Come on. Come on. This dude is scary, man. He pulled a Jaguar right on us. He is taking pictures in the jacuzzi. Look at him. Look at these pictures. This is accidental shit. Like you is not serious. He really struggling, trying not to drop the phone in the water and get the picture. he, he looked like he might have dropped the phone. He looked like he might have dropped the phone right there. He might have stumbled with the phone right there. He dropped that motherfucker phone. Look at him. Look at that knot. Stop playing, Mike. You a creep, bro. You is not supposed to be around kids. You is not supposed to be around children or women, man. You is not. That's probably why you got kicked out the church. This is probably why you got. I think this is why you got kicked out the church. Yeah. Yeah, this is why you got kicked out the church, man. You had a lot on your mind. You had a lot on your mind, Mike. You had a lot on your mind. And we not about to fall for it, Mike. We is not about to fall for it. You came over there and you played in our face, Mike. You played in our face. You instead of issuing Golden a proper apology, you wanted to play it off, talking about some, oh, uh, Forgive me for I'm an elder. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? um, this is funny, man. You funny Mike, man. You out here funny Mike, man. You was lonely, bro. You was out here having cookouts by yourself, my boy. You was out here having cookouts by yourself. Ain't nobody showing up. Ain't nobody showing up. You could cancel that. You could cancel that. Ain't nobody showing up, Mike. Nobody showing up, Mike. You can cancel that. You by yourself. All by myself. Sandra, what's going on with you? Love is love.
Hey,
What's up with
I'm
you?
already laughing.
I know. That's why when you be laughing in the comment section, I hear you laugh in my head when you be in the comment section putting the laugh emojis. Don't
But
be up here.
look,
What's up? What's up?
I'm telling you, B, when I had my stroke and everything, we all had to go to this therapy and everything. But we all had, and it ain't funny, but I could laugh about it by me. We had plates in our heads, but look, they look just like what he got.
Yeah, he got a forever plate or something.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because
He
I
said
kept looking at it.
he said he like it. He said he like it. It reminds him that he human or something. I don't know what else he would be if he got rid of it. I don't know. Like what is he? What is he if he get rid of it? A demon? Like what is he? I'm not human without this lump on my head. What? What did he just say? Y'all heard it just like I heard it. Don't make me play Magic Live all over again. Y'all heard what that man was saying. He was saying that stuff.
And he meant it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He was saying that shit for sure, for sure. Like he was saying it like it was a matter of fact. So, and I keep this knot on my head. I won't get it gone because it reminds me that I'm human. I said, what? I wanted to stop all conversation right there. Like, hold on, say that again. A knot on your head reminds you that you human. What? Where would you be without it? I had questions. And you can't ask those questions over there on Magic's panel. But I had questions when he said that. It reminds me that I'm human. What? Hold on. Wait a minute. Well, so you something different, huh? Yeah, he got a sock collection. He got a sock collection. Listen, anybody who got these type of socks in their collection, a man, right? A man. Now, women might have all types of socks like this, right? But a
Right.
man, right? A man with a sock collection.
Oh,
See, first and foremost, this how I know. This how I know that he still live at his mama's house, right? Because that's a mama's blanket right there. You see that blanket? That blanket is on beds at grandma's house. You hear me? That ain't no ordinary blanket right there. That's the blanket that you gotta fold back at the top, right? To show the white lining at the top. You know what I'm talking about? The spread
right.
sheet. Yeah, that's the spread. Like you ain't even supposed to sleep with this. This ain't even something you sleep with. This motherfucker get folded at the bottom of the bed when it's good night time. Am I lying? This blanket get folded at the bottom of the bed.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? This is a antique right here at Granny's house. Everybody knows at Granny's. You either lay on top of this shit or fold it at the bottom of the bed. You can't sleep under this. This is not one of those type of blankets, right? You know what I
Right.
mean? You know what type of blanket this is. Grandma did shit. A couple people done hid under this blanket to take an ass whooping it to jump up under this blanket to take an ass whooping it to. You won't even feel the sticks and stuff hitting you. Yeah, broomstick, shovel. You might feel a shovel. I'm not sure. This is what I'm saying. Mike ain't real, man. I put this whole studio together. I did this. Mike, cut it out, bro. You living at your mama's house, making it seem like you living a sweet life with Zach and Cody. He is not living a sweet life with Zach and Cody. And I'm renting out my basement. He act like he got a mansion and shit, like his basement that damn big. And I'm renting out spaces in my basement right now. Mike, cut it out. Cut it out, Mike. Cut it out.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that. I mean, he talking about where you been and all this kind of stuff. It don't even matter.
We couldn't ask him no questions. Those questions it's gonna be like a Jaguar effect. That shit gonna lead to more questions. You see how everything we ask just lead to other shit that you're not even asking about. Everything that we ask about leads to shit that we not asking about.
Right.
And I'm renting my basement out too. Nobody care if you renting your mama basement out, my boy. You out here dickety doo-dah. You know what I'm saying? Out here looking like this. I wish I would. This dude been married 4 times. Look at him. Yeah. Look at him. He is working equipment in his backyard with his tongue out.
What? Maybe he is a little special. What?
Hey. This is when you say, I finally see it now. At first I thought you was joking. But now that you put this picture out, I think you might be on the top. This explains everything. This picture explains everything right here. This picture tells us all right here. Yeah. It looks like how it had a whole helmet on when he went to school. when him went to school, him had the whole helmet on when him went to school. You hear me? I'm not playing, man. This dude is using equipment like this. Come on. This ain't it. This the dude who keep on. I'm renting out my basement right now. I'm letting people stay in my basement right now. Come on, Mike. Oh, Mike, that wasn't it right there. I'm just saying that wasn't it. A lot of things might have been it, but that wasn't it. This dude want us to. He got 4 wives, and all 4 of my wives did pretty good. 3 of them was American, and 1 of them was Mike. We don't give a. You don't even care about yourself. You talking about he got this knot on his head, but he not never ever gonna get it looked at. And I'm keeping this knot on my head forever and always. This nigga is taking selfies of himself. He don't got no friends. He don't got nobody that he can pass the camera to and say, can you take this picture real quick? That's terrible. Yeah. That is terrible. He don't have nobody he could have asked to take no pictures for him. It's just always just him. Mm-hmm. He don't got nobody. He never went nowhere and passed the thing. Here you go. Can you take this? Right. Can you take this picture real quick for me? Oh, this my man goodness. Is a creep, man. He is a creep. Listen to me. He's a creep. We're gonna pull back up these these emails. We're gonna pull back up these emails when Goldie come up here. Look at this,
Okay.
man. I'm scared of him. You supposed to be scared of him. You hear me?
Yep.
Ladies, ladies, look at him. If you come on, ladies. Maybe once upon a time, at once upon a day, at once upon a lifetime, but not hmm, hmm.
Well, you know what? That this
I'm not
helps.
listen. I am not picking these pictures. Look, we could just I could literally I'm trying not to make sure that his family ain't in none of them, you know what I mean? But we can scroll through all these pictures. Like we can scroll through all of them and you going to see a creep. You going to see a
Yeah.
creep. We can scroll through all these pictures. You're gonna see a creep. This man ain't got not near friend around him and not near outfit that him getting dressed in.
Yes.
You got a friend in me.
Oh.
You got a friend in me. When you're troubled and feeling gray and you're miles and miles from your home
Yeah.
stay. Just remember what your old pal say. This man need a for real. Like I try to tell y'all, all he
Yeah.
do is play the drums at church. I told y'all all he do is play the drums.
Yeah, you did.
This nigga, he gonna get mad at me talking about something, and I don't play the drums at church no more. Hey, that's all you do, nigga.
He was mad.
This boy is listen to me. Him so angry that I said that. He's
Yeah.
so mad that I said that. And I don't play the drums at church anymore. Stop doing that a long time ago.
He meant it. I mean, he was
Hey,
mad.
he was so serious too. He was serious. Mike, when you gonna get back in the studio, Mike?
What?
We need you back in the studio, Mike. Sandra, how you been?
Oh, I'm okay.
Uh, you been liking what's going on over the last couple of weeks? Well, over the last week, really. Hasn't it been over the
Um,
last week?
it's just a
Hold
lot.
on. You good, Golden? You good, Golden, back there? You said it's just a lot.
Yeah, it's just a lot. I
It's
guess you
funny
you
though.
showed us everything.
I mean, I've been pointing it out, but you got Maggie. Maggie's been doing her apologies. Golden, what's going on? I'm going to bring you up right now. All right, Sandra, you got to cut back on the laughter a little bit. I'm gonna try to not be so
Okay.
funny, okay? But Golden's coming up.
Okay.
We're gonna have a little.
Okay.
All right, Golden, what's going on with you?
Hey y'all, hey, what's going on? It's okay. Sandra ain't gotta cut back. I want to start out apologizing to her because I didn't know, like I really was thinking because the way everything be going down, I was like, oh, maybe there's somebody playing around with the AIs and stuff. But if this woman has really suffered a stroke and that's her voice, I would never laugh at that. So I just wanted to give her an apology for that. That I participated in any laughing and clowning and geeking about that because I would never do that. That's a serious matter. But it's okay. She can speak and laugh and be herself. She should not be ashamed. So don't worry, because I'm here, y'all. Y'all do how y'all do. I'm just in the book, in the background. That's all.
All right, all right.
Thank you.
All right. So this is what I want to get into because I think Mike played in our face a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like the way that he, tried to be like it was a little condescending. It was a little bit, some male bravo shit going on or whatever the case may be. And I didn't really take it to be genuine. I don't know how you felt about it. How did you feel about, today's panel today with him over there on Magic's panel?
Oh, absolutely not. It was not genuine at all. It's never been genuine. It's because, excuse me, he's saying these things and acting the part. You see these things. You could have
Right.
squashed it day one, like immediately when you found out your behavior was offensive. You could have just squashed it and come out and speak on it, stand up 10 toes down. But you wanted to play around and stand 10 toes down. Like, it's okay behavior. And after I spoke up on it, I can't tell you how many people spoke out to me and said, I have been waiting for somebody to speak out on this. This man has been creepy for a very long time. He's very inappropriate with women. He's made a lot of people feel uncomfortable with his behavior. And a lot of people, they didn't know, maybe they don't do the YouTube, or they ain't have a platform, or they didn't feel comfortable speaking out. So they didn't say anything. And this what happens in the community. You don't say anything. You don't address it. You don't call it out. And it gets swept under the rug, and it can lead to, whatever it may lead to. So I just feel like in 2025, we can't do that no more. We got to stand on business and speak out on things and call it when we see it. And that was it.
Absolutely.
And that
Absolutely. I agree with
just be
that.
the
Right is
character of
right.
the man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right is
Sorry.
right. Wrong is wrong, and that's the moral compass that we need to have in this new era. Uh regarding the emails on the back end, after you sent them to me and I read them, I found that even more like, oh, like, damn, you getting more access to me. Like, how me calling you or talking to you on the phone or on Zoom, how the freak is that, you know, getting your creepy ass off of me? How do you get rewarded more access to me? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you get rewarded for your poor behavior, your lack of apology by trying to slide in my text messages. Like, sir,
Right.
this
Now
is
you get my
no,
now
no, no, no.
I gotta give you my phone number, have Zoom, face conversation. What? Like,
And
what
still
the hell?
selling and offering things. I don't want anything that you're selling or offering, bro. You the one who said you would do a public apology. How many days ago was that? You got the receipts. You know how many days ago that was. I've not
Right.
seen not one piece of content come from over there
I didn't
with a
see
public
nothing either.
apology. Just moving on with the regular schedule program. And I'm just
Even
like, oh, okay.
Even the one where he says, what does he say? He says, we're 2-3 days ahead of this. What the hell? What is the how the hell is we 2-3 days ahead of all of this? What the it, my feelings and emotions ain't got no expiration date on there about how long you get to play with my mental or hold a apology. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's just
It's just
like,
weird.
it's
He said, I'll say
just,
something in my next few videos. Now we are like 2 or 3 days ahead of all of this. I made my peace. I have apologized. I can't undo. I can't believe the stuff that's being said on both sides. People are saying I'm a drunk. Now he's more concerned with his 58-year-old ass being called a drunk, which I'm pretty sure he's been called worse than that in his whole life, right? But he's more concerned than the whole scenario itself. He's worried about what people is calling him, how people are looking at him, people are viewing him. You get what I'm saying?
absolutely. And what solidifies that, to be the most important thing that he's worried about is the fact that I never said any of that. When have I didn't know the man even drink alcohol. Like,
It's the
who
stuff that
said
I
that?
said. I said this stuff about him. I looked at
Okay,
the
okay,
pictures
okay.
and decided he always got a bottle and eating, boiled peanuts and shit and
The
drinking. That's what
boiled
I said.
peanut.
I said these things. But see, think about it like this. I wouldn't have to say these things if he would have just
Mhm.
did the right thing in the first place. If he wouldn't have tried to do all of that bashing stuff, coming at you all crazy, I wouldn't have had to do none of that. Like, I found that very wrong of him. Instead of, I mean, you basically bowed out and you said, okay, I acknowledge the fact that you have feelings and I apologize if the video that I did, hurt your feelings in any type of way. Now that should have been reciprocated. He should have been like, and I apologize that that you have feelings and anything that I said could or possibly could have hurt your feelings. I would have been like, cool, that's a cool fair exchange, ain't no robbery. But the fact that
Right.
you gave him an apology and he turned around and said, Jaguar told me not to apologize to you. and I respect
Mm,
Jaguar. So I'm not about to give you an apology. I said, what the what?
mm, 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 mm.
And I know
Mhm.
people might not remember the incident quite how I remember the incident. You know what I mean? Because I got this memory thing where it's just,
Oh,
I
with
don't,
us? You talking about
yeah,
Yeah, you can talk about it, that's fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it.
that's what I'm saying. Like, but I don't have no quarrels with anybody as far as
I get
the
that
situation.
now. I
I
get that
just go
now.
by
Yeah.
right being right and wrong being wrong. Like if I'm in the wrong, I shit. Hey, I'm in the wrong. I ain't going. I'm the first to admit that I don't do everything right, you know. But I'm
Right, and
also
even when I was
one.
in the chat, I could see that. I was like, "Okay, well, he said he fixed it." Like, "Alright, can we move on now?" Like, that's it. And then all the other stuff, I don't be knowing about all this stuff. I swear to you, I don't. Like,
The
I'm just
other
in here
stuff
trying to have
comes out
fun,
because
peace, and love,
you,
but not
you
at
got to look
anybody
at.
else's expense. Yeah.
Right, but you got to look at like how okay, I can get you being there. Like a lot of stuff was brought to you. If we go back and
Mhm.
look at it, it was brought to you. Like it was always, oh, Golden, did you see this person's live? Did you check out
You did
Ralph's
hear
live?
that, right?
Da, da, da.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so everything was always brought to you. Like when I was looking back, I was like, damn, look, another person they telling about me. Another person. I said, oh shit. Now look, they got this Golden person over there who they about to say this stuff about. And then they just kept on feeding like negative antics about me to you. And you like, yeah, I don't know this person. I really don't go to this person's page, da, 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 da. Until
Right,
probably the Sun situation, when that part came up,
right.
then you did go to my page or whatever the case may be, you know, however that worked out. But
Mhm.
what I'm saying is these people were bringing other people into the shenanigans. You
Yeah,
get what I'm saying?
weaponized content creators.
Right. So then it's like once you
Oh,
say
god.
something, then you get caught in the mix of it. And I think we did the whole golden retriever thing. I got, I
Yeah, yeah,
apologize
yeah.
for the things we
That's
said about
cute
you.
though, that was
We
cute.
was
It's
we was
okay.
we it's just part of the trolling thing. It's part of the whole like you get up
It's
under our
okay.
skin, we're gonna show you that we not bothered by it and get up under your skin. It's how it goes. We did the same thing with Lady Letitia. It's just
Uh-huh.
how it goes. But
And then
even
we
with
get
that, like
back, you know what I'm saying? We
right,
get back. It's cool.
right.
That's why I was whole with it. I was like, "Oh, golden retriever." I was putting up the little avatar, put on the blonde wig. Like I'm a goof, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't be real serious and stuff like that. I be playing. But
Right.
what I don't play about is serious matters, right? So when it come down to that and those things get brought to my attention, oh, that's when nah, I'm chucking up the deuces. I'm good. I don't got no time for that. I've seen it like, oh, this is like, reality TV. You know what I'm saying? Like we we
Right,
all
right,
participate in reality TV. That's how I was seeing it. It's fun
right,
and games and people going back and forth, laughing and joking with each other. I didn't know this was like serious fallouts with people. Some of the people are out here doing heinous, terrible things in real life in real time. I don't have none of that information and I don't talk to these people behind the scenes. So it's like I don't know all of this type of stuff. I think, this is the show, right? Because you see people on YouTube, they have like, oh, the so and so show, or this is their channel stuff. Like you do serious. I see from watching some of your content, this is serious. Like y'all be having lessons and everything. That's why I felt bad coming in the other day. I was like, I don't want to disturb the classroom. But it's like people do their content as they see fit. But with that type of stuff, I'm like, oh, this all reality TV. Like they joking and joshing and jiving, and you know what I'm saying. I'm thinking it's entertainment purposes only. I didn't know all this stuff was so deep rooted. So I was just like playing along and looking a damn fool. I'll admit it.
value.
Oh, excuse me. I don't mean to use profanity on your platform. I apologize.
No, you're good.
Looking a crazy fool. But yeah, nah, I don't stand by that type of behavior. Um, hurting people, harming people, no.
I
And
mean, a
then
lot of people don't when they first go, go into that space, they don't. But then they
mm,
get caught up in it. First, it starts off, and you're thinking like it's just part of YouTube to do this back and forth hazing thing, to build content. And maybe that's what it starts off for with some of them, right?
mm,
Maybe that's how it started off. But it's not ending up like that. These people are, taking energy and playing with people's mental. You're thinking you coming on to get to know people, so on and so forth. You're telling people about your life and everything like that. And then, come to find out it's being used, against you. You know what I mean? They're taking your life and
Right.
using all of it
Right.
against you. And, your life becomes their entertainment. And then next thing you know, you're fighting to keep your image, your character, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And I would assume you probably study. I can tell you're intellectual, so you know what a black hole is, right? It
Yes.
definitely gives that type of energy. When you get too close into a black hole energy, it just sucks you in and pulls you in. And a lot of people are not able to get out. It's difficult to get out. So that's why I've just been saying it, that there's the trolls, but I think that trolls are truth tellers. I think trolls are ones that have minds of their own. They're truth tellers, they're fact bringers, so they're actually good. But black hole troll is something totally different. Because when you
Yeah,
get
those
sucked into
black
that
holes.
black hole, yeah, it's real. It's over for you, and you got to be strong to get up out of there. So you know, that was my
Yeah.
little way that I looked at it. I was just like, yeah, this is giving. It's like you get caught up in a black troll. I'm sorry, in a black hole, and it's just like you have to fight tooth and nail to get out to be able to see the light. Light is not penetrated within a black hole. It doesn't come through. So it's all darkness. It's all, beef, terrible fighting, discord, jumping on people, attacking people and stuff like that. All negativity. That's all you ever going to get out of the darkness. You need to be able to reside in the light. And it is difficult when you get sucked into a black hole.
Yeah, yeah.
It's hard to get out. Some people don't make it out. You know what I'm saying?
Some people don't.
So,
Some people
yeah.
get trapped up in it, and then and then they become a hand. They become a hand that pull other people down in it. Some people, act as that party.
Mhm.
And that's how you see it. Like I ran across so many people. Here's the thing. Like I ran across light beings, right? I ran across a lot of light beings, but these light beings that I'm running across, and what I mean by light beings is like an indigo, empath, highly spiritual person, or however you want to look at it. These people have other people that's placed around them that keeps them trapped, right? They don't even know these people that's placed around them as energies that's keeping them trapped. So as you sit there and try to talk to them to raise their elevation or frequency and better their ability or whatever, the people around them, you know, becomes the problem. You get what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
people
I
around them
absolutely understand.
is like telling them this, telling them that. They're causing a fight. 9 times out of 10, you're able to catch it. You're able to be like, boom, okay, I see your, you know what I mean? And you're able to catch it.
Mhm.
But pointing it out, it's like when you point it out, if they don't see it on their own, when you point it out, then it looks like you're doing exactly what that person wanted to look like you're doing, right? Which is
Mhm.
hating on
Mhm.
them. 9 times out of 10, it's hating on them. Like, so they already pre-prep somebody coming to you with negative about them, right? So it's no way that I can approach you. Like, let's say the whole situation with us, right? There's no way I can tell you, Golden, I'm not the person that they making me out to be. Wooty wooty woo, right? There's no way because they already painted a certain picture, right? So when you see it
Right.
and you still see me, giving them that ill intention or that ill will, you're gonna be like, damn, maybe he is exactly how y'all saying he is. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
that's why
But you
they
have to
do it.
defend yourself. You gotta stand up for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
They
the
and that's
defense
the
and the stand up,
problem.
they try to make that look like, see how they do, see how they talk, see how they are. Here they come. They saying this, they saying that. And it's like this person just defending
Exactly.
themselves because you telling cash money lies about them. I was
Exactly.
laughing and stuff. I participated in it, and I'm feeling bad about this because I didn't know that this is really how it go down here on YouTube. I'm new kind of to this sector. I used to do makeup and cooking videos. I ain't do stuff over in this sector. And I got pulled in. That's why I say it's like the black hole. It pulls you in. And so I was just like, yeah, this is getting out of hand. I even feeling a lot of times the stuff being said, I'm like, who done fell off now? Like now who's the bad person? Another one, I'll wake up, it's another person that they didn't X off the list and they turning on and jumping on and devouring. And I'm just like, we doing this every day. Every day somebody catching the L. It can't be real. Like it doesn't make no sense. So I was like, yeah, I got to get up out from around this energy. It don't feel too good. And I've been started to think like that before they even tried to flip on me. I was already thinking like this is not entertaining. This is not fun. It doesn't feel good.
Oh no,
People
I can
feelings
tell
is
you. I can
getting
tell you
hurt.
the day that you started feeling like that. It was like maybe a couple days before Jaguar pulled the whole those characters or people and started scolding you for using the word character when it comes down to the Jane Does in the situation. Now I
Right.
could
And
tell
she
on your face right around that time you was like, "Oh hell nah!" Like I ain't allowed to have my own opinion in this shit. Like,
And it's always like I'm really, I be just trying to keep it cute. Cause it's like you're on the panel with somebody else's platform. I'll turn up on my channel now. I turn up and they tell me not to do that either. But I will turn all the way up and be myself on my channel. But I'm not gonna turn up like that on other people's channel. I'ma just keep it cute and just go, with the flow. And then I'm gonna get up out of there. Cause it's just like, good and well what we was talking about. First off, you interrupted what we was doing in the first place, and then you come in and try to make me a lesson or a teaching moment when I know clearly what I'm trying to say. You just won't let me get it out. Like
right.
you knew that's my son. I'm sorry.
You good,
I'm
you
sorry.
good. But I said that though. I was like, they look at them trying to twist. They about to twist and turn her words all upside down. And that's what they did.
Yeah, and I just be sparing people. I'm like, all right, I'll play it cute. I'll play it calm. Like I ain't going to say nothing or do too much. Like I'll just go along with it. But that's not me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting pulled into the black hole. And the black hole, when you get pulled in closer and closer to that, it make you act like that. And I said, nah, nah, nah. This is not comfortable. I have to get away from this because I'm feeling like you got to do too much that's taking you out of your character and what you believe in and what you stand for and how you operate. You're feeling like you're being controlled or you have to do certain things or else you'll be called a troll or a op or something like that. And that's why I kept saying I've been through this before. I don't know how I fell back into it again. It's just madness, and I don't like that sector. I don't want to be in that sector no more. That's why I say I'll just go back to doing my own thing. It don't matter. I'm what if it's gonna make it, it's gonna make it. If it's not, it's gonna not. But I'll be talking about whatever I talk about over on my channel. I pop into other channel to show support for other people. And that's what I had to go back to doing. I'm not getting in this cult behavior and stuff and being pulled into black holes with these black hole trolls no more.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think that's how you build a network. This is social media. This is how it works. I'm not talking about the negative groups. I'm talking about popping into people's
Positive, yeah.
pages, building on other, you go into other people's platforms, you know what I mean, you say a piece, certain people that's in their platform or watching, they might like you, might follow you, whatever. So it's all about social networking, right? You just gotta be able to weed through these vicious ones, the ones that act like this. It just so happened you fell victim into one of the biggest ones. Even coming from like Storm Monroe, Sean Davy Way, Love, whatever those characters.
Hmm.
That's all part of the
Hmm.
same sector. That's all part of the same group of chaos, right? So you were
Yeah, yeah.
already pulled into it. You just didn't know. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
Hmm. And it's like,
Yeah.
fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Like, I'm done. I'm out. I'm done. I'm done with this mess.
Right.
I'm going back. And not even because, I ain't going to the basement with nobody but myself. But I'm going back to my little channel, my little small channel here, and just I'm over there. But I
Right.
always show love and support because that's what it's about. I want to lift people up. We all can win. It's enough for
We
us
all can
all
win.
to win. It's
Absolutely. We
enough
all
to
can
go
win.
around.
We all
And
can
we all
win.
don't gotta be the same. We can do different things. That's what make us unique. That's what I talk about
Right.
and preach about. So I'm like, how I get caught up in this mess? Like this is crazy. But It's all right. I'm glad they kicked me out. Sometimes God, I believe in God. What I respect other people, belief, spiritual beliefs and whatnot. But sometimes when you hard headed and you can't do things for yourself, God will do it for you. So I'm glad I
Absolutely.
got kicked out the group because it's time to go. Bye. I'm out of here. And that's it. So it's no bad blood. I really appreciate you standing, up and speaking up for that situation with Mike Cross because it was giving creepy. Hold on, I'm so sorry.
Yo, stay up. All right, there we go.
Ugh, I
Yeah,
got
that's
two
no
dogs and a
problem, no
son. They
problem.
just make noise all the time. It's
You
not
good, you
professional.
good, you good. That's what happens when you got a house. I'm in the room. Me and my son got the same room right now. He's actually quiet for a minute. So but
Oh,
yeah,
that's
uh,
cute.
like you don't have to thank me for doing something. I think we all should be doing it. You know what I mean? I think that's something that we all should be doing. It's when you thanking somebody for it, that means it's not something that's normal, right? Because it's a
Mm-hmm.
rarity that people actually stand up for what's right. It's a rarity that people actually do what's right. But if more people was doing it, you wouldn't even have to thank me because it'd be normal, right? It'd be saying
You're
you
right.
saying thank you just lets me know how much it is lacking in this world. And we don't
There you
we
go.
it's crazy because a lot of people don't see it that way, but that's how I see it. Like when somebody recognize something that should be normal, that means it's lacking in this world. That means enough people is not doing it. They don't have integrity. Like I don't care. Like I know we ain't gonna always make the right decisions. I know we're gonna stumble and fall sometimes, but that's not
Yeah.
it's not unconditional. The universe teaches us unconditional love where we can look
Mm-hmm.
past certain variations of trials and tribulations, things that comes with emotions, different variations of who hurt who did what to
Right.
who, all of that stuff. But that's universal love. A lot of people got
Right.
all this love that comes with attachments, and as long as you keep on talking this way to me, as long as you keep on doing this, as long as that's not real love.
Right. And I don't know if you ever
So
seen like I used to be the main one talking about, well, can we squash this? Can we come to a conclusion? Can we work it out? I remember the one time it was a fallout and the people was like, shut up, Golden, you're being too positive. Somebody
right.
told me that, and I was just like, "That's when I should have got out. That's when I should have like run for the hills." I'm like, "How can you like shade somebody and scream at somebody for just wanting to bring some positivity and see can we talk this thing out and squash it and just move forward past this one situation?" Like, yeah, teeth and tongue fall out sometime, but as adults, and if we trying to, you know what I'm saying, be more positive in life and operate in the light, then we don't let those dark things and those dark clouds hover over us. We find a way to navigate out of it. And
Right.
yeah, we're people. We're going to disagree. We're going to fall out. We're going to have discordant issues. But can we come to a conclusion? Maybe it's a misunderstanding. Maybe it was a miss of context. Like,
Well, I
can we
was I
fix
was
it?
reading that's what I'm saying, the misunderstanding, and maybe you misunderstood what Mike was actually trying to say. Because after looking at the emails and everything, I can see clearly that Mike wanted to take you on a bike ride because he ride bikes and stuff. And I think he
You
wanted
got
to.
to stop.
I think
No,
he
you ain't
wanted.
got to stop nothing.
It's a
I'm
two
muting
seater.
down.
He might have pegs on there or something. This. Look, Mike ain't that far. Remember, I got my bike stolen 31 years ago. Jaguar might have gave this mother
Hello?
sucker my bike 31 years ago. He might have been riding that bike for the last 31 years because he looked like he grown as hell in this picture right here. He looked like he about 48. He looked like he about 48 in this picture. You know he 57. This shit wasn't that long ago. Y'all know that, right? This picture wasn't that long ago. This is not 20 years old. This is not. This is like 2000 and let me see what year was this. Yeah, this is 2016. This is just like what? This is 9 years ago. My man was on a bike 9 years ago. He 58 years old right now. You know that made him 47 years old putting this damn helmet on like this. And he already got that big old knot on his head. What was him afraid of? If you come with a knot like that, you don't need no helmet. Shit, that is the helmet. But okay, I digress.
Ralph.
He almost got you, Golden. He almost got you. You'd have been
But
renting a room in
because
his
he always
basement.
used to wear the hat, so that one time when he was in the Philippines
You
on
would have been
vacation,
renting a room. You would have
he
been
was
renting a
in the
room in
pool.
his basement.
Yeah.
You'd have woke up. He'd have been looking at you like this with the serious face. You hear me? That man got that serious look on his face. You see that smile? You see that smile? That smile come with nightmares and indigestion. For marriages. Get your lying ass out of there. Ain't no way you found 4 women to marry you and you ain't got a picture with not near none of them. Your whole Facebook, you ain't got a picture with not near none of these marriages that you say you was in. Shut up. This man is a lie. I'm done with this shit. He
So,
lying
like
to
I
our
was
face.
saying,
Huh? I'm
I
sorry. I'm
thought
sorry.
that
Go ahead.
because I never seen him without the hat. I never really watched him until they was shouting him out, and they was like, "Oh yeah, check out, network, the music network, Uncle Mike." So I was like, "All right, let me go check out his platform." And every time I would see him doing a reaction video, he had on the hat. So then when he went to the Philippines, he was like swimming or something like that, and it was like the situation going on with his head. So I was like, oh my God. I was like, is you all right? At this time he wasn't being creepy and all these things. I didn't know he was being creepy to other people. So I was like, oh my God, are you okay? I thought he had bumped his head when he was on the trip. And somebody was in the chat and they was like, nah, he all right. I was like, oh, okay, my bad. Maybe I done spoke on
I'm
stuff I don't need
sorry.
to speak on.
I'm sorry.
But I said
Hold
that
on.
from concern. Like I thought maybe something had
Hey,
happened
True
because I
Face.
had never seen him
True
without the
Face.
hat. But
True Face said
yeah.
that he telling them girls, in 1 year we be out my mama's house.
Oh my God. I can't. But yeah, like you seen how he did today. You seen how he started
he,
raising his voice at you?
he over there
You see how he
lying
started
to them
getting aggressive?
Philippine women, talking about some. Look, I got a 1 year plan. In 1 year, we gonna be out my mama's house.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh Lord, help me, Lord.
Okay,
But he's
okay.
getting aggressive and defensive when you speak on the truth.
Oh,
And
shit.
that's what he did on the other video. And then he tried to say, oh, I don't remember. I don't recall. What did I say? What did I do? I'm like, sir, you know what you did. And there was multiple people participating in the same energy that you was giving, all as a group. And I was just like, all right, so you don't remember that at all? You don't remember you hooping and hollering? And it's like my mama about the same age as you, bro. Like, who do you think you talking to? But these is how these type do. It's like that's why I said I've seen people like him. I know what they do. I know how they are, and I had to
That's
call
why
it
I
like
ain't
I
let
seen
up.
it.
That's why they did all of that distraction shit. That's why I didn't let up because this dude he been griping on his page. The Ada situation came from over that way. Stephanie came from over that way. Whatever the case may be, all these characters, Murph came from over that way. They're turning out to be fraudulent. As far as scheming goes, he's got that Patreon that he makes people subscribe
Mm.
to. It's like $3 for a Patreon. So, he's got a pretty little penny coming in. That's
And
why he's spending it on
I
all
didn't
of
know you
that,
was moving like that. I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
what
was
I'm
like, bro,
saying.
you was
Like,
being disrespectful to me. I didn't know you had all this. And all the women that came out, all of these women came out and agreed. They said, yes, he's very inappropriate. He stand on business. Like he'll stand
it's a
10
lot
toes
of
down
them.
about his
It's a lot of
inappropriate behavior. He
That's
gonna
why I
say it
wanted
in
to
a
put
live
the
one
video out there.
time.
I want to talk to some of them women that got away. He got some women that he came out his own mouth and said, and so what if my wife and stepdaughter snuck away in the middle of the night? I mean, they snuck away so good, my mama didn't even know they was gone. I had to tell my mama just yesterday that they was gone, and they've been gone for 2 years. That's how well they snuck away. I was like, shut up.
You can't make these things up. Like,
He is
how is
telling on
somebody
himself.
dragging someone and talking about them when they're dragging and talking about their own self? You can't make this stuff up. You just sit back and let them talk. And like, yes, I heard it. He said it himself in defense of something. They didn't snuck off in the middle of the night.
In
He
defense of
can't
something,
find
that's
them.
what I'm
He woke
saying.
up. They was gone. You said this yourself. Like, who's making
Hey,
lies on you?
defense.
This
And
is
who is
crazy.
you to show my wife and my daughter that snuck off in the middle of the night while I was asleep because I wasn't. Hey, he was really mad about that shit. Like, and who is you, Goldie, to sit there and play my wife and my daughter that snuck off in the middle of the night? That's my business that they snuck off like that, not yours. I said, shut up. This dude is telling on himself.
And I didn't even know none of that. I was just like, who's these little young girls in the studio that ain't got no album? Since you the producer, they in there recording. And then I was like, oh, okay, they're recording for the intro music to your channel. Got it. So that's all I said. And then he come out giving additional details, trying to defend himself and making yourself look worse, bro. Like, just don't even say nothing
Hey,
at this
he
point.
really started
Like,
defending that moment too, like you was talking about the whole moment. And of course, I didn't know that the equipment was hooked up on the inside of the I was working on the outside. I put 5 studios together. I worked 5 different instruments at the same time. And in my
the
mind,
wife,
I'm
if
like,
this the so-called wife, she said in the video, "You supposed to be the manager. You supposed to
yes.
tell us what to
And the
do."
daughter got up and said, "You fired." You fired. In the video, she got up and said, "You fired." That's why he was so hurt about that. He
But I'm
you
like, bro, what did I
you
do? What did I
you
say?
scratched. You
He said
pulled
all of
out a
this stuff
video that
himself.
really hurt his heart. He was like, "It was when I just put the equipment together. Of course, it wasn't working inside the booth."
Child, I don't care about this
He
stuff.
was
I'm just
so
like the
hurt by that. He got
seriousness.
to explain and everything. I don't know what you scratched, but you scratched something. He got to explain and everything. And I know, and I do 5 instruments. In fact, I'm gonna get back to playing some instruments. Do you know any instruments? Have you played any instruments? Yo, you really hurt Mike's feelings. It's that knot on his head. I'm telling you, it got him thinking all the wrong shit. Sit there and play in our face on Maggie's panel. I wish. I can't believe he tried to play in our face like that. Sat there and played in our face like that, made it seem like he's I'm sorry. I forget sometimes. Forgive my old age. You got to forgive me. I don't know that I'm a creep. I don't know I'm a creep. I just do creepy shit.
Sorry, Rob. I had to put the dogs in the back room because they kept barking
Oh, you
and
good,
that
you
mess is
good.
unprofessional. But yeah, like
You
I
good.
didn't even say anything. He just started telling things on his own. And I'm just like, okay, is this supposed to what is this supposed to prove or defend? I'm not understanding. And then he gets aggressive all the time. Like you don't remember what you did on the past live. You've been talking cash money trash. I've been watching you all week talk cash money trash on all these different panels and platforms. You emailed me and said you was going to do a public apology. You never did it. But you're going to go over on other platforms and double down and laugh with them, talking about people just doing this for likes and views and money. Like, bro, which one is it? That's why I don't take you seriously and I don't accept his apology because it's not heartfelt. You don't even really understand what he did. He got dementia all of a sudden. And that's not me making fun of people with dementia. But it's just like how all of a sudden now you don't got no memory. You don't know what happened. You
Right.
don't know what you did.
This
You
is
can't
how he came
recall.
up. This how he came up before you.
I just don't get it.
Mike is funny, man. This is how he came up before you before you came up there. He came up and he tried to call himself going off, right? Which literally had nothing to do with me addressing the fact that he owed you an apology. He did that whole and Maggie says the same thing. He only want to talk about what he wants to talk about, which is
Right.
very, condescending. It's very narcissistic to overlook the fact that you did something wrong, to overlook the lack of accountability. Even during his apologies, he lacked accountability. It was weird as hell. It's the button right in
This
front.
is how these
Yeah,
people
bring
do.
that down. Turn that up a little bit.
Please be
Okay.
nice, Ralph.
He ain't gotta be nice.
I ain't say nothing mean.
He ain't
I
gotta be
know, but
nice.
like, thank you.
Oh, okay, okay. Speak on it, Mike. So you don't think you owe Golden an apology?
Shit, wait a minute.
You don't think you owe Golden an apology?
Nope.
Why? Let me speed it up.
See, nope.
Is he a
Just
person?
10 toes down. Nope.
That's what I'm
No, I don't owe
saying.
her apology because
And this is after he sent you, you know, the email. This is after the emails where he said he want to play a song for you, and you know
Right.
he want.
Well, he said that was listen to this piece of the song that he got so far because he's still working on getting his equipment set up. But the
Yeah, he
song's not
wanted
for
you.
you, it's for his girlfriend or his wife, and he gonna send emoji with the tongue out. What am I supposed
Laughing
to take by
emoji.
that? Why
A
are you
laughing
doing this?
emoji.
Yeah, the laughing emoji, like you don't take any of this seriously. You just trying to skate past it. I don't like none of that type of stuff.
Right. It was weird. I read it. Matter of fact, let's put it up real quick. I read it. It
Yeah,
was
it's
very
the
weird.
I'm sorry, the laughing emoji with like the squint eyes or something like that. It was
It
just
was
weird.
very
I was
weird,
like,
was it
okay,
not? Like I took it as weird. When I read it, I took it as weird. I thought it was
I'm
very
not
weird.
listening to
Let's
your song,
see.
bro. I don't want to listen to
See,
none
like,
of
that's
you
what I'm
got.
saying. Like you get more access. You mean to tell me you offended me and now you get more access to me? Hell no. I gotta sit here and listen to your song. And he probably wants you to help him compose it too. Maybe you could write a verse on there and you can help me
He gonna
finish
try
it.
to get me to sing on the intro. He don't want that.
But you gotta
He need to
come to
go.
the
Never
creepy.
mind.
You gotta come to the creepy studio basement. Hey, look, you can come to my basement. We can finish the rest of this
We
song.
can do the intro. Your
I'm gonna
new
come pick you
intro.
up on my
No,
bike. Uh,
you don't want me to sing, child. I ain't
so
got no
he say,
voice.
this is
Okay,
where he
please.
says, "I'm working on a song. Would you like to hear it?" Well, I only have a very little bit, and I'm waiting to put together the new computer in my studio. But I would like to play some of it for you. Now it's not for you. LOL. It's for my beautiful sweetheart. Laugh emoji.
Yeah, with the squint
Come
eyes or whatever that's gonna
on.
be.
Come on. And he didn't say my beautiful
And
wife,
then
my
pass the cell
fiance.
phone number.
And then he gave the cell phone number up, right? And he say, well,
Like,
here's my
bro.
cell phone number. Please call or text me anytime. But wait, there's more. Most of the time, I can't even sleep. What the fuck?
So that
What
mean
is you
so
telling
what that mean?
somebody
What that
that you
mean,
can't
Ralph?
sleep for?
What that mean,
What that
Ralph?
mean?
That mean he want to text me in the middle of the night because he don't
Exactly. That
sleep.
means
Why
call
do
me
I care that you can't
anytime.
sleep? I don't care. I
I
don't
know
care that
what
you
that
can't
means when
sleep.
somebody say I can't,
Come
I
on,
don't
bro.
listen, I don't even sleep. You can get in contact with me anytime. I'm available anytime for you.
Or
For
if he
you,
contact or if I try to, if we was to link, then it's understandable why he texted me at 2, 3 a.m. in the morning because he don't sleep.
because he
Sir,
don't
that's
sleep,
why
right? Because he
no.
want to do the creep shit. He want to do the creep shit. Soon as you get soon as him get your number, it's creep shit. I
A lot
promise
of
you.
women was offended by his behavior, and I'm telling you, they
Now,
was in the comments saying the same thing. Like, it's very creepy. He's creepy.
even like, man, that's why I pointed it out, and I'm glad like you stood on it as far because I ain't gonna lie, I told everybody, I told the Atlas family in the Discord, I said, now I don't want to go out here stand up for Golden, and then it turns out to be another Amber or Selma situation where they turn around and
Mm-mm.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
nah,
yeah,
let's see how it play out. Let's fall back and see how it play out. Let's see
yeah,
if she's
yeah,
serious about it or whatever the case may be, because a lot of times it could end up like a big brother situation where I stand up to your boyfriend and I beat him up, and then next week you right back with the same
please no,
boyfriend, got me looking all
no.
dumb and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I know
yeah.
how it
A
go
lot of
in
men get
the
into
hood.
confrontations and stuff like that sometime,
It be
because
happening
it's
like
something
that.
that the lady say, and she make a big deal out of nothing, and now they all in a
Yeah,
controversy
it
with some
really
other
be
guy
happening
or a
like that.
scuffle, and it's not even that serious. That's why I was like, I've learned how to speak up and fight for myself. So I said, well, I have just a little tiny small platform, but I'll take to it and speak on it. Nobody else wanted to speak about it at the time. Matter of fact, everybody else wanted to pile up on me and act like it didn't happen. And even in the midst of all of that, I still was sparing people and try to, you know what I'm saying? Like, Okay, no problem. I'll just speak on it by myself because
Yeah.
I'm used to doing things by myself with no support. My mama's always got my back, and that's it. That's why we close. But yeah, I said I'll talk about it my own self. It's cool.
I was out when you was when you was up there and mom was in the background. We was in the Discord. I was like, "Nah, move, let mom speak. Mom sound like she's saying the shit that need to be said." I was like, "Move out." For real, we was in the Discord. I was telling all the people in the Discord, I'm like, "Man, let mom speak. Mom sound like she's saying this stuff." Yeah, I don't fear
Yeah,
nobody but God, Jaguar. Don't play with us, Jaguar. I said, let mom speak. Mom sound
yeah.
like she got some shit to say. But
Yeah, mama's with it now. But she's a good woman. She's spiritual. She see things like it is. And she has, a lot of years of experience that I don't have. So sometimes she sees it a little differently or handle it or approach things differently than I do. And she makes me better. So yeah, I'm always rocking with mama. I don't care if people laugh and make fun of me for that. I'm always gonna rock with my mama. But I
that's what's
just
up.
didn't
That's
want to
what's
put
up.
her
Now
in
I did.
all of
I
this
am one of the people that
mess.
talk shit about you. I ain't gonna lie. I talk shit
It's
about
okay.
you. Yeah,
It's
I
okay.
did. I talk shit about you.
He
I
said
was
when
talking.
we at war, I heard him say
Yeah.
today, we at war, we at war.
Hey, when you already know
About
when
to
it's
do
war
what we
times, I don't know what might happen when it's war time. I know it's a time for
got.
peace. I
What it
know it's a time for war. And when it's war time, listen, because I don't know
Yeah.
how people coming. People out here playing for keeps.
Right, right.
They ain't playing just for the fun of it. This, they playing for keeps.
Yeah.
So it's very
Yeah.
costly. Like you got to
That's
think
what's
about it.
scary.
You gotta realize like look how I thought it was wrong, but look how Jaguar did you as a person that's
Yeah.
named in the lawsuit. She told you to close your eyes and imagine that shit happening to your mom. I wanted to break my own equipment when she said that shit to you. I'm like, what did she just say to? What did she? Close
I was
your
in
eyes
prayer
and
the whole
imagine that
time.
happening to your
In
mama.
prayer the
What
whole
the
time. I was in prayer
right?
the whole time. And you see what I said? You see how I squenched my eyes looking
You
like,
squint your eyes a little bit
and
and
then
was
I
like,
said,
all
all
right, I'm
right,
gonna
I
trust you.
trust
You
you.
you was
And
already
then I pray.
skeptical.
And
Yeah,
who I pray to, God. So yeah, I ain't no slouch now. I'm not crazy,
that's why I
but
said
it's
like
just like it's all. What's the point of it all? It was just wasted time and energy the entire time. So it's like, yeah,
right.
I'm just going back to my channel to talk about what I talk about over there, and
That's
just
why I
be a
told Maggie. I
lone
said
wolf.
you know how it is. Now I hope you do stop through every now and again. People will come over to your channel. Like
Of
I said, once
course,
I seen Lady
of
Leticia
course, yes,
speaking
of
up for
course.
you. So I when it all said and
Mhm.
done, like right is right, wrong is wrong. And I look at the right instead of like trying to be, so much as so. Like I said, it was wrong how they done you. I'm glad that you stood on 10 toes. I'm glad that you got your strength back, and I'm glad you're gonna keep on doing it. Over there on your page. I hope you stop by Lady Leticia page. You always welcomed over here. You're welcome to the
Thank
Discord,
you.
whatever. So I hope you don't stop your journey of your experience on YouTube. We're all entitled to our experience on YouTube. We're all entitled for our journey, right? It's when people downplay our journey that we feel left out. So you're
Yeah,
entitled to your journey just like everybody else is. So kudos
thank
for
you for
that.
that. And I just want to
Absolutely.
say, you like you said, we shouldn't have to thank for these type of reactions, but thank you for having my back on that. And again, public apology to you for participating in a lot of that stuff over there and, not being nice and kind, laughing, joking, jiving at things that I know nothing about. Didn't get to know you, didn't get to know your platform and, all the great people that's over here with you. So I do apologize for that behavior. And I'm glad we can, now we can mend it all up. We rock with each other, support each other and stuff like that, and that's what it's about. Lift each other up in love and peace.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
But
stay
I'm gonna
out of
let
the
you get
mic
back to your
section.
content and stay out of the black hole, okay? With the black hole
Stay
trolls.
out of the black hole, troll. Mike is so
Yep.
upset today, man. I never see.
Black hole
This is why I
trolls.
say, like, we lined him up. That's why as soon as I seen that the quiet storm was coming up, I'm like, oh yeah, we can get out of here now because now it's gonna look like some type of train on Mike, and then he's gonna try to go play victim and all of that shit. Nah. I hate that they do that. That they
Yeah.
do all this rah rah shit, and then at the end of it, it's like just like he brought up. your mom said that you owe me an apology if I. So you didn't even hear the apology that I made to you, and you still sitting
Right.
here trying to play the victim in something like
Like
that's the
you owed
craziest
another
thing
one.
ever. How
Like
he was
you
trying to
think you
play
were
the
going to sit
victim.
up here today and get another apology out of me and you already got one. Like that's what you wanted. So you could
Right.
belittle the situation and you having to apologize and being checked for your behavior. It's deflection at its finest.
That's
And
why I
then
said
when the other man came on with the radio station, he took that as an opportunity to also deflect. And even
to
when that man
deflect
was speaking to
again.
him about his issue, he's on the phone the whole time. You're not listening. You're
Right.
not paying
And even
attention.
so much as trying to be smug and be like, and this is how you have a conversation without that muting and trying to talk like cut it out, man. I gave you the same energy that you was coming with. You came with the just look at this. Like he the one that came with this type of energy.
I already
on the panel.
apologized several times. We emailed each other. I don't owe her apology because I already apologized. I'll apologize again. You want me to apologize again?
No,
I'm
no,
sorry
no.
for calling her beautiful. I call all the women beautiful.
No. That's
That's not what you
a
did.
sarcastic apology, right? That's like trying to say, like, I'm sorry that you took beautiful as an offensive word. I'm sorry.
That's exactly what I said.
Hold on. Listen
That's
to
exactly
what
I said.
Hold on,
I
listen.
apologize.
One at a time. One at a time. Please just wait.
Well, look,
Thank you.
I ain't here for all that. This
All
is
right,
what
go
I'm
ahead.
here for.
Go ahead.
This is what I'm here for.
Go ahead.
This is my motherfucking house.
Go ahead. Whoa, watch
I
your
bought this
language.
house.
Watch your language.
No,
Watch
I ain't
your
gotta watch
language,
my
Mike.
language. 'cause
Mike,
this
it's
is
your
my
house.
language. I put
Look how mad he is. He mad as
See,
hell. He live in his mama's house. This how you know this shit hurt. You
you
know when
can't
you
make
get
it
the
up.
person. I pay the bills in here. This is my motherfucker. He is so upset.
this house. I take care of my mother. I
Oh,
gave my mother
okay. I
the
understand what
master
you.
bedroom. This is my house. This is my studio.
That's your
I
mama's
bought
house.
all
I
this
get
stuff.
it.
This is my house.
I get
You
it.
understand that? This
You
is
get
my
it.
house.
She let
I
you play
bought
in the
this house.
basement. I get it. You just make sure you
I
show
ain't
up at
renting
church
out.
Sunday.
I'm renting out my basement to renters.
Make sure you show up at church Sunday, okay?
I don't play in church no more, bro, because it's people like you in the church.
Oh. Look how easy it is to get to him. Look how, just
He's
make
so
sure you show.
confused, just
I don't,
recalibrating.
I don't play in
Like,
church no
bro.
more.
Okay.
Hey, look how easy it is. Listen, this is why they don't come over here to my page. This is why they don't come over here. They know I'm gonna cook them. They know we gonna laugh. They know we gonna listen. We gonna get to some truths, right? We gonna make them slip up. They gonna talk, right? If you ain't ready to stand in the light, this ain't the page for you,
I don't know if
right?
you see did you see when Magic was talking to the wolf person? And she even said the same thing about him. That he was saying things to her that was making her uncomfortable. That was creepy.
Oh yeah.
She said that. And even in
He
that
said
video
it.
that I was doing the first response on, he said that about her. Just calling everybody beautiful, 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 doing way too much.
That's why I said
And
it
I'm
was
just like,
always weird. Like, listen, we pay attention. We don't like. It's not like when I go live. That's the only time we paying attention. We listen. Atlas family got it on lock. You hear me? We in the Discord watching the low vibration, watching the negative. That's why we have the classes sometimes. Like we
got
sit
you.
and actually talk about this, and then I say, okay, what we need some positive out there. All right, boom, let's do a class today. Let's do this today. Like we picking as a group, as a collective on how we go about moving, on this platform. If they tell me I'm wrong about something and I need to apologize about something, guess what? I'm gonna come out and apologize. Right, because
Right.
I value their opinion. I value what they say. If they tell me to get out of somewhere, if they tell me I shouldn't be in some type of space, I'm gonna get out of there. You know what I mean? Even before
Right.
going up on Magic panel today, we was in the Discord. We all agreed that we was bored, and I was like, all right, come on, let's go shake things up. I'm going up on Magic panel. You get what I'm saying? Like we doing this collectively. Like my journey is their journey is my journey. However you want to look at this. So I respect the people that's in my Discord. So I be trying to get the spies out, get the ones that's trying to keep that controversial negative stuff going. Why you think I disappeared for 4 days when that whole the knot stuff came up, when they try to do this whole AT2 why you think I disappeared for them 4 days? I watched when Maggie first fell out with Jag and when it was going down with the knot on the panel and so on and so forth. I watched all of that from the bushes. The reason why we watched it from the bushes, because we knew that it was a blood moon. We knew the
Y'all
type
tried
of
to warn.
energy.
Y'all tried to warn a lot of people. I seen y'all and just was like, I already know how to, you know what I'm saying? Like, get out, abort. We already know how this is gonna go. We already see what's happening. And
I
people,
said
we
it
didn't
back in
listen.
like
We didn't
January.
listen.
I said, listen, coming this April, we cannot be in that energy. We cannot. I
Yeah,
said it. I said it back in January. But like I say,
yeah,
you got to watch all of this unfold because we in a new time. We in a different time. So people got to actually watch this unfold, before. And it's sad because not everybody's gonna make it. You know what I mean? Shout out to the ones that
yeah.
is making it. You know what I mean? Shout out to the ones that's making it because not everybody makes it out. It's a lot of people. This is not Jaguar Rights, not the not the only group operating like that. If you notice,
Mhm,
there is a lot of narcissistic groups out there,
mhm,
and it's
mhm,
weird as hell
mhm,
because look at Ray J. Ray J got
mhm,
the boys. He got the girls club that ain't got a
mhm.
girl in it, and he got the
Oh, child.
agency. Come on.
Well, well, I don't
He
speak on
use
those
them.
type of
He use
things,
them like an
bro.
army. If he used them like an army, when he got
Mm,
mad at Orlando Brown, he was like,
mm,
well, I'm about to call some people from the girls club over here, find out if he really about that action that he say he like. He used them like that. So you got to think about the mindset of a Ray J having a group like that. You know,
yeah,
he's saying that we're gonna
I
put all of that
understand.
stuff to a test that he doing. Like, oh, he want to deep throat the mic. All right, we're gonna put all of that to a test. What
Oh
you
my.
mean?
Oh
What
Lord.
you mean?
Ralph.
Hold on. What are you
Ralph.
talking about?
I'm gonna let you do what you do, Raw. But like I said, with this situation, I'm glad you popped in on this because we got to stand up for this. And what I'm really happy about, or what I feel good about, is that now there's other women who their voices are not silent and their experiences aren't being swept under the rug. And that's what's important for me because when they reached out to me, I was like, well, let me speak on it then. Let me go ahead and talk about it. And they felt like they were seen and heard because they hadn't been before. And that's what I think is important. If we're going to talk about standing up for this type of behavior, this is the movement, then I just feel as though our actions have to match our words. We can't just
Absolutely.
talk about it and not, you know what I'm saying, do it. So yeah. But I really enjoyed my time with you. I'm gonna come out and check y'all out some more. I appreciate the, love and receptiveness and us being, able to squash things and move forward as adults and people.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna let you have the rest of your show, and
Appreciate
I'll check in with
you.
you soon. Okay.
All right. Appreciate you for
All
coming
right.
through.
Y'all have
And
a
also,
lovely
like, let you
evening.
gotta let me know when you going live. Is it the DD the Fox page?
Well, I'm back on my page. So mine is Golden Queen H. Mama's is DD Fox. When we do our politics, we both are streaming at the same time. When we do the food stuff we both stream at the same time. And then I do my own thing and she do her own thing. So, but I'm out of YouTube jail. So I'm able to go back live
Okay,
on
you
my
back on
page
your
for now.
page.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay,
I'm
okay.
yeah, Golden Queen and DD Fox. Thank you so much. I appreciate
All
it.
right. No problem, no
All
problem.
right, y'all. Y'all
Make
have an
sure y'all
excellent
try
evening.
to pin that in the comment section. Y'all make sure y'all
Okay.
give Dee the Fox a follow. One of the mods, if y'all can pin
And
her and
Goldie.
Golden at Golden Queen H, pin that in the comment section for people to try to get to. Man, I appreciate you for coming up, man. I appreciate you for sticking around, man. We are all needed, we're all somebody. We're greater together. There's no me without you. We are a reflection of what is, always was, and always will be, which is life. So I appreciate you. Appreciate you. You're welcome here anytime. And keep doing
Absolutely.
you, man.
Thank you
Keep
for
being great.
inviting
Keep
me.
being great.
Thank you so much. Y'all have an excellent evening. Bye.
All right. Now we gonna finish laughing at this Mike character because we got to close out the night anyway. So we might as well continue laughing at this Mike character. He came up with so much animosity. I mean, he was angry. He was really angry.
She let
I
you play
bought
in the
this house.
basement. I get it. You just make sure you
I'm
show up at
renting out.
church Sunday.
I'm renting out my basement to renters.
Make sure you show up at church Sunday, okay?
I don't play in church no more, bro, because it's people like you in the church.
Oh well, you used to play.
I
You
just
used to
came
play
on
at
here
the
for
bar.
one thing to
You
let
used to
you
play at
know
the church.
and
You
let
got
everybody know
used
that
to
this
play
is
at the
my
church.
house.
You used to play at the church.
Yeah, I used to.
All right.
Until the drummer cussed me out.
All right, but we talking about the apology that you owe Golden, right? You don't think
you hear how easy it is? You hear how easy it is? I pull the truth out of him, right? Hey, I used to play at church till the drummer cussed me out. Listen how easy I pull the truth out of him, right? Pull the truth out of him easy.
I know, but like, thank you.
Oh, okay. Speak on it, Mike. So you don't think you owe
Hey,
Golden?
I seen it, powwow. I dropped the invite when Golden was up here. I dropped the invite. I dropped the thing in the comment section. One of my mods told me to drop it for you. I dropped it for you. We silent over here. We don't really talk too much. We just I know what they saying. I know what they telling me to look out for, and I dropped the invite already. You hear me? They told me to drop it earlier. I dropped it. This would be my second time dropping it. Bing, bang, boom, bow. See, I dropped it again. See what I'm saying? Me and my mods is on point over here. We like one band, one sound. You know,
Golden an apology.
we like one band, one sound over here. What's good with you?
What's going on with you, Ralph?
Regular. How's everything?
Oh man, I can't complain. The Most High is always good.
Hey, that's all you can count on. Day in and day out, man.
But
And as long as you know he rocking with you, then you know a better day is just right around the corner.
and I've been checking you out for a little while, and I had no idea you knew anything about the Anunnaki.
Oh yeah, a lot of people don't know. I've been studying that, Zachariah Stitchen's Earth Chronicles, Anunnaki, Sumerian texts, tablets, hymnlets, all of that stuff.
Right, but I was just stopping by because
Hey, you won out. But if you saying you apologize, man, apology accepted. Like I said, man, love is love. Appreciate you. Your volume kind of went out. Nobody can hear you.
okay, can you hear me now?
Okay, we can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah, but I appreciate you accepting my apology though, Ralph. I mean, got to stay on one accord, especially if we are going to defend what's right.
Absolutely, and I usher an apology to you too for how I defended what it was that I thought might have been offensive that you might have said in my direction. I also apologize to you for the things that I said to you.
Oh man, most definitely accept your apology and praise the Most High. I don't want to take too much of your time. I just had to stop by and apologize to you.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate the apology. Apology accepted. And man, look, you want to stop over here any other time in the future, man? Let me know. Stop on by, man. Appreciate your time.
And I'm most definitely here to support you as well. So I'm going to continue to check you out.
All right, appreciate you.
All right.
All right. Let's get back to laughing at this, man. This dude is comical because he really had a lot of anger with him today. Did he not? You know what I mean? He had a lot of anger with him. Listen, I can deal with somebody who humble themselves. If it's two men and we gonna humble, like I'm gonna be humble. I know how to be humble. You feel me? I know how to humble myself. But I'm not going to humble myself to these nasty entities that want to keep on acting like they should be this type of superiority image. You know what I'm saying? I know those who to humble myself to, and I know those who, you know what I mean? And that's the real. You got to have this type of discernment in this world because we losing. There's a lot of light beings that's losing out right now because we keep on, neglecting the network that we supposed to have, the connection that we supposed to have when it comes to this level of healing, right? We know hurt people out here hurting people, but what is healed people doing? Huh? If hurt people out here hurting people and we see that by the boatload, what the hell is all the people doing that's supposed to be healed? Right? I've been through 5 different group homes. I mean, 8 different group homes, 3 different foster homes. Like, listen, my life ain't all peaches and cream. But I'm not gonna go around hurting people. So I might as well be a part of the helping the team, the healing team. That's the team I'm trying to be a part of, the healing team. I don't know what team y'all trying to be a part of. I don't know who y'all casting y'all lot with. I don't know what type of energy y'all coming with. I know that I just want to, see everybody make it. I know that it's a lot of wicked in this world right now. I know we got to fight, but I know they don't get to choose how we fight. I know that I'm better kicking their ass with laughter and love and light than anything. I mean, I'm literally beating the hell out of them with laughter and love and laughter and love and rinse and repeat on some laughter and love. And they mad as hell. They is upset that we is laughing at them and pointing out the truth. They is upset about that. They is real mad. All right, so let's listen to Mike get upset.
Wait a minute.
You don't think you owe Golden an apology?
Nope.
Why? Is she a person? Does she have feelings?
No, I don't owe her an apology because I already apologized several times. We emailed each other. I don't owe her an apology because I already apologized. I'll apologize again. You want me to apologize again? I'm sorry for calling her beautiful. I call all the women beautiful.
Nah. That's a sarcastic apology, right? That's like trying to say, like, I'm sorry that you took beautiful as an offensive word. I'm sorry.
That's exactly what I said.
Hold on. Listen
That's
to
exactly what I said.
Hold on,
I
listen.
apologize.
One at a time. Please just wait.
Well, look here. I ain't here for all that. This
All
is
right,
what I'm
go
here
ahead.
for.
Go ahead.
This is what I'm here for.
Hey, hold on. This when shit get good, right? Listen, this is when he think he about to get his funky off right here, right? This is the part where Uncle Mike, hey, this is where he thought he was about to get his funky off, like he was about to say some shit. You hear me?
For.
Go ahead.
This is my motherfucking house.
Go ahead. Whoa, watch your language. Watch your language.
No, I ain't gotta watch my language.
Mike, it's not
my
your house.
Language.
I bought this house. I take care of my mother. I gave my mother
okay. I understand
the
what
master bedroom. This is my house. This is my studio.
That's your mama.
Hey, he said, whoa, why not take the chocolate one, bro? Bro. Well, all right, go ahead.
You want?
Nope, go ahead. I'm gonna eat the chocolate one. Little chump. I always want the donuts that I pick out. I'm sorry. Yeah, I take the donut.
All
I
this
get
stuff.
it.
This is my house.
I get it.
You understand that? This
You
is
get
my
the-
house.
listen to how many times he's saying it. Listen, this how you know he mad as hell. He repeated that shit like 9 times. This is my house. This is my house. And I don't care who told you something different. This is my house. Hey, yo, every time we go over to Maggie's panel, we cook. Every time we go over there, we cook. When we go over there, you might as well just hear Sexy Red or one of them in the background of your mind, like, let them cook. Like, every time we go over there, we cook.
He lets you play in the basement. I get it. You just make sure you show up at church Sunday.
I'm renting out my basement to renters.
Make sure you show up at church Sunday, okay?
I don't play in church no more, bro, because it's people like you in the church.
Oh, well, you used to play.
I just came on here for one thing, to let you
play
know,
at the church.
and
You
let
got
everybody know
used to
that
play
this
at
is
the
my
church.
house.
You used to play at the church.
Yeah, I used to.
All right.
Until the drummer cussed me out.
All right, but we talking about the apology that you owe Golden, right? You don't think her feelings is valid?
I was cooking
Let
him.
me ask you a question. You sat there.
Hey, yo, listen to me. Hey, yo, I was cooking him. Do you hear me? I used to play at the church till the drummer cursed me out. Hey, yo, I got Mike telling on himself.
You said, "Oh, hey,
man.
hey, Golden HQ, hey, right? You were saying that, right?
Right.
It was a joke.
Why do Mike keep doing his tongue like this? Watch this. Look, I don't know if y'all can zoom in on this, but watch how Mike keep doing his tongue when he gets some water. Watch how Mike keep doing his tongue.
No.
He got this heavy ass tongue in his mouth.
That's a sarcastic apology, right? That's like trying to say, like, I'm sorry that you took beautiful as an offensive word. I'm sorry.
That's exactly what I said.
Hold on. Listen
That's
to
exactly what I said.
Hold on,
I
listen.
He
apologize.
swore he was
One
about
at a
to cook,
time.
right?
One at a time. Please just wait.
Well, look
Thank you.
here. I ain't here for all that. This
All
is
right,
what
go
I'm here
ahead.
for.
Go ahead.
This is what I'm here for.
Go ahead.
This is my motherfucking house.
Go ahead. Whoa, watch your
bought this
language.
house.
Watch your language.
No,
Watch
I
your
ain't gotta
language,
watch my
Mike.
language, cuz.
Mike, it's
Come
not
on,
my
watch
house.
your language.
I bought this house. I take care of my mother.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
okay. I
The
understand what
master bedroom.
he
This is my house.
listen. He like
This is
I
my
gave my
studio.
mom the
It's the
master
mama's house.
bedroom.
I get
This is my house.
I get
You
it.
understand that? This
You
is
get
my
the-
house.
She lets
I
you
bought
play in the
this house.
basement. I get it. You just make sure you
I
show
am
up at
renting
church
out.
Sunday.
I am renting out my basement to renters.
Make sure you show up at church Sunday, okay?
I don't play in church no more, bro, because it's people like you in the church.
Oh well, you used to play.
I
you
just
used to
came
play
on
at
here
the
for
car.
one thing to
You
let
used to
you
play at
know
the church.
and
You
let
got
everybody
you
know
used to
that
play
this
at
is
the
my
church.
house.
You used to play at the church.
Yeah, I used to.
All right.
Until the
Look.
drummer cussed me out.
His
All
tongue
right, but
getting
we
heavy.
talking about
Look,
we
watch.
talking about the apology
His
that you
tongue
owe
getting heavy.
Golden,
Look,
right?
look
You
how
don't
heavy
think
his
her
tongue
feelings
is.
is
Okay,
valid?
let's talk about that.
Let me ask you a question. You sat there. You said, "Oh, hey, Golden HQ, hey, right?" You were saying that, right?
It was a joke, man. It was a
Okay,
bad
so
joke. It
look,
was a
the
terrible
joke, right? The joke that you made, right? Someone took offense to. The person that you was making the joke at took offense to it. Her feelings ain't valid. You sitting there talking about something. Oh, I'm sorry that you took beautiful as an offense. No, it wasn't about you calling her beautiful. If you would have just seen her and said, "Hey, you're beautiful," that's one thing, right? You sat there and made 5 different statements talking about, "I think I found my new internet girlfriend," right? You said, "Ooh," you said, I want to hear Golden HQ talk. I want to hear her talk, right? This is coming out of your mouth as you sit and watch somebody, right? And then you want to try to make it seem like her feelings wasn't valid the way you was. What? That's some peeping Tom shit. That's like somebody looking in somebody's window while they in their room, minding their damn business. That's what type of time that is. And you sitting there trying to make it seem like she don't deserve an apology, and you making the apology all condescending. I'm sorry that she didn't like the word beautiful. No, what? What?
Can he answer you now? Rob?
Go ahead. I'm
Okay.
Is it my turn to talk? Because I apologized to her. I emailed her. We talked about it. And I apologized. If I came on here to offend anybody, even if it's a joke or if it's by accident, if I offended somebody, I apologize. I have apologized as much as I can. I can't do no more.
Okay, now let me ask you this.
I'm not finished.
Go ahead.
How the fuck you gonna let me talk?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. My apologies. Go ahead. That's right. Get mad.
Now you talk. Now it's my turn to talk.
Okay, go ahead. I apologize. Go ahead.
You are a terrible person, man. I'm gonna let you know that. This is my house. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I sweat my balls off to get this house.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
Hey, who did that to him? Who made him mad like that? Who did that to him? That is messed up. You know, this is my house. I don't care who told you this wasn't my house. Who do he think I'm talking to? God? Who do he think I'm talking to? I gave her the master bedroom. This is my house. And I ain't gonna say it again. Hey, Pokey, hey, you wasn't ready for him to go off like that, right? You was not expecting that, was you? You was not expecting for him to get hyped like that. You said, "Oh, hey, Golden HQ, hey, right?" You were saying that, right? It's a joke. Okay, so look, the joke, right? The joke that you made. Right? He tried, man. He tried. The person that you was making the joke took offense to it. Her feelings ain't valid. You talking about something. Oh, I'm sorry that you took beautiful as an offense. No, it wasn't about you calling her beautiful. If you would have just seen her and said, "Hey, you're beautiful," that's one thing, right? You sat there and made 5 different statements talking about, "I think I found my new internet girlfriend." Right? You said, "Ooh," you said, I want to hear Golden HQ talk. I want to hear her talk, right? This is coming out of your mouth as you sit and watch somebody, right? And then you want to try to make it seem like her feelings wasn't valid the way you was. What? That's some peeping Tom shit. That's like somebody looking in somebody's window while they in their room, minding their damn business. That's what type of time that is. And you sitting there trying to make it seem like she don't deserve an apology, and you making the apology all condescending. I'm sorry that she didn't like the word beautiful. No, nigga, what? What?
Can he answer you now? Rob?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Is it my turn to talk? Because I apologized to her. I emailed her. We talked about it. And I apologized. If I came on here to offend anybody, even if it's a joke or if it's by accident, if I offended somebody, I apologize. I have apologized as much as I can. I can't do no more.
Okay, now let me ask you this.
I'm not finished.
Go ahead.
How the fuck you gonna let me talk?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. My apologies. Go ahead. That's right. Get mad.
Now you talk. Now it's my turn to talk.
Okay, go ahead. I apologize. Go ahead.
You are a terrible person, man. I'm going to let you know that. This is my house. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I sweat my balls off to get this house. God bless me with this house. 3-car garage. This is my fucking house. Period. Case closed. So take your ass on somewhere and talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about. You could talk about the gnat on my head, took the hat off on purpose. I don't give a fuck. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I hurt that little girl's feelings, and I couldn't sleep for a little while. So fuck you.
Yo. He mad at me. He mad at me because his dreams are nightmares. How you mad at me because your dreams are nightmares? I heard that girl feeling I couldn't sleep for a while. What the? How you mad at me for your dreams and nightmares? That don't even make sense to me.
Yo, that is funny. That is funny. You hear me? That man said, I heard that girl feelings and I couldn't sleep. So F you. What did I do? What did I do?
Go through my Facebook page. You ain't got shit on me.
That's
You
not a little girl.
person. How dare you talk about somebody you don't even know me, cousin?
Is it my turn to talk?
No, it ain't your turn to talk.
Why not?
Hey, 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 yo, not never. Hey, yo, hey, oh, oh man. Ooh. Oh, hey, Trevor Green, this dude, 58 years old. Hey, Trevor Green, he about to have a brain aneurysm. You hear me? Blood pressure through the roof. He is angry. He is upset. You hear me? He is upset. Who is this in the background? I see you. Your camera's on. I see you. I see your face. I'm gonna bring you up.
Okay. I can't see myself. Just kind of do it all of the like the technical stuff.
Oh, we can see you. Yeah, we can see you. It's messing up, but we can see you. Okay, we can't see you. Okay, you frozen. Okay, we got a frozen picture here. Let me take you down and see if you. Oh, I took you down and you fixed it. Oh, they see you again.
Okay. Okay, there we go. I'm just walking right now. Yeah.
Yeah, you back out again. You might want to stay still. I don't know where you're walking to.
Trying to get to my family room. It does, the signal does get bad over here. Just give me a second. Is it better now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I had a really terrible experience with Murph, and I am on YouTube since the beginning, like the close to the beginning of YouTube. And I got involved with just trying to support and help the like victims and stuff like that, like what everyone's talking. And so I supported. I don't have nothing bad to say about anyone, but I was lied on by Murph, and the reason why I'm camming up right now is because I want him to see me. I want him to know the person who he did this to, and other people who have been through this. I want them to understand that there's that I've ever gave to any of these channels. I always supported any channel that I saw, especially when I had the money, because I felt
Girl, you're gonna have to stay still.
I didn't know you were going to answer. All right, I'm sitting down now. So I
Okay.
didn't know. Okay, yeah, I had to get to a spot. So what I'm trying to say is that what's happening is that I don't know, well, number one, I know Murph's a liar now. Like, and he was the last one. So those are the ones that are really, that we really need to pay attention to. The people who you think are the best, like because I'm a singer, I'm an artist. He was like, I'm going to help you with your book, and and we're going to do songs together, and and I'm like, oh, I write music. I can do a little bit of beats and stuff, and I'm trying to set up my studio right now. So it was like we were going to do like this big thing, and then I found a really good loving actually to Miss D's channel, but this was before all of the drama because I'm not a drama type person. And her channel was just very beautiful, just kind of like maybe doing, just talking about all the things that are happening, how we can build together. And it wasn't a lot of people, and I like that because it was just very intimate. We could all talk to each other, chat, wish each other well. And then I'm not trying to say anything bad about anybody. I'm not involved in any like crap. But when she started helping Jaguar and Jaguar started coming to the channel changed up. And I really loved her. I really love her. I love Dee. And I met her a few months ago in the chat. And the first time she heard me, I supported her channel. You don't have a super chat on your channel. I wanted to super chat you. But and I told her, I said, I really resonate with you. This is great. And then all of the drama started happening online, like towards the end of the summer and stuff like that. And by January, I just had had enough. I was like, I'm going to try to build my studio by myself, get everything together. I don't want to like involve. People didn't know if I was a troll. They didn't know and I'm like, I know I'm not a troll. I'm no one on YouTube. All I do is really pretty much look at videos. I just would like to get my channel started or whatever like that. And I want to do health and like just awareness for the Black community, just trying to stay out of the drama, just kind of being like a positive influence, not really talking about every like little silly little thing. And then that's what that channel, like, because that's what happens, it looks like when you get involved in like some of those circles. So I kind of like just quietly left. But before I left, I actually wrote a petition for Ronnie Bow, and I was in touch with him just for a little bit when all of that stuff was going on. I'm like, God, I really want to help this brother. I want to anything I can do, anything I can give. So I donated it. I donated to him the first time on the Sean Atwood show. And then that money never went through and he didn't get it. And there was another live and he was like, and he saw my name and he remembered me. And he was like, this girl had tried to send money too. And finally he did his own one and I was able to send that money to him. After when I wrote him the petition, he said he was going to get back in touch with me. And I didn't understand why no one was getting back in touch with me. I tried to get a hold of, I tried to talk to also Mike, Uncle Mike, and because I would go on the channel before. And I knew that he was a flirt. Like the first time I ever donated to the channel, he was just cute with it. I never looked at it in a bad way. But when I saw Golden and I saw what happened with her, I'm going to tell you what happened on the channel, even though anyone can just look back and it's live. But my name is Nafisa Jackson. And so when I went on there, he would be like, Miss Jackson, like, oh, you're beautiful. And like he would say something like, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, or something like some funny stuff like that. I didn't really take it in a bad way or anything. And I ended up going on the live that day, and I'm going to try to find that for the first time. And I remember Murph saying, because he's knew me from being on the other channel and Dee's channel, and he was a moderator there. He was sent over there from Jag, and I saw him there at that channel too. So I would always like just drop super chats and just support. And Mike would always be like, you don't have to do this. You don't have to send money all the time or whatever. And I was just doing good at that time, and I wanted to support something that I thought was good. Plus, I thought we were going to like exchange music and art and artwork and stuff like that. And
right, because he's the music network. You got Murph up there. He says he does music. You got Mike there. He plays 5 different instruments, including the bass and a studio in his basement that you possibly could have been in his basement. I mean,
you are so funny. You Look, the first time I saw you was on because when I said that when I say that
In his
I needed
basement.
to leave, when I said I
Yeah.
needed to leave this
Go
place,
get a mic
YouTube. I left YouTube for a while. I didn't know anything that happened until about 4 or 5 days ago. It's been
You
less
gotta
than
go
a
to
week.
Mike's basement studio.
I'm actually married. I've been married since like 2000, and I've been with him since
It's
2005,
a
but we've been together
basement
forever.
studio, sweetie. It's a basement studio. It's where he put you in a booth and tell you to make a song.
When you were on, what is her name? Oh, she's so
Lady
lovely.
Letitia.
Yes, Lady
Don't be
Letitia, and I
messing up
had.
Lady Letitia's name.
That's
I'll get
right.
on
No,
your
no, no,
damn.
I ain't messing it
I'll
up.
mess
No, because
around and get us both in
no,
trouble.
she don't deserve that. Because I
Yeah.
fell in love with you guys. The other day, actually, my husband was kind of mad at me because I didn't want to take it off YouTube on the TV, the main TV, and I was like, "Look, I really love this lady. Like, look at what's happening." And so, but anyway, he fell asleep. Anyway, when I saw you on there and you started talking, I was done. You had me laughing so hard. I swear to God, I wish I had a camera on me when you were live. When you were speaking, when you were talking, I knew what you were going to say before you said it. I would say it, and then you would say it like right afterwards. I was like, who is this guy? Like, he is funny. Like, I know that you troll like with the funny stuff, but it is funny are you a comedian?
No, no.
Oh, okay. Like you are good. Like if like you're like you had me cracking up. I couldn't believe it. I was done. I was like, this guy is really, but I couldn't find your link or anything like that. So then finally I was able to go on Maggie, even though I don't have nothing bad to say about her. You know, I can see what she's doing. I don't want to get involved in that, but I went on there to tell it because there was a lot of people on there. Let them know, like, Murph, you hurt me. You really, like, you broke, like, it was heartbreaking what he did. And to do that to someone that you know is trying to help and that is good, that's wrong. And what he did was use my ancestral reading, which was random because I was new on Dee's channel. I'm still new on her channel. I'm in the hallway here in my family room downstairs in my apartment. Anyway, um, like to to take someone's ancestral reading and then go on Jag and Maggie's channel and say that, okay, there were a couple of girls who complained and said that you gypped me and said that you lied and the reading was terrible and I felt that I got scammed. That really hurt because like my mom passed away and me and my family, I'm the oldest and me and my immediate family has kind of been like estranged. And the reading that she gave me, kind of like, even though my family doesn't know me, doesn't know Dee, didn't know about the reading, I just told them the other day, because it was my birthday, about the reading. And that my sister wouldn't let me finish talking about the reading because I was in tears, because the reading was that powerful. And my mom has a twin sister. And if there was anyone in my family that heard that live, I don't care what's going on, whatever drama, that girl has a gift. She has a gift. And I never let myself get readings from people like that. And I've never had an ancestral reading, but I read too. So I'm very careful with who I just interact with like that. But my mom came through in that reading. And I came in the middle of her chat. Okay. And people were asking her to do some ancestral readings. And I didn't know this because I wasn't there because I had popped in. She said, I don't like doing them a lot. Maybe we can set it up because it drains a lot of energy out of me. But for some reason, and this was only like my third time on this channel or second time, my mother came through to her literally within 5 minutes because something happened, we exchanged something, and she felt my mother's energy, and she basically like, there's no way I can explain what happened. It like she was so good. But then there was another person that asked to come into her, like I'm with you now. Someone asked to come in. I found out recently that that was Murph. He was trying to read with her. But when he was reading with her, he was talking about some other kind of stuff like a cross on a wall or something like that. And nothing that he was saying was resonating with me. He kind of like messed up the reading a little bit. And then like he kind of like went out. but it was so powerful. It was one of the most powerful things that ever happened. And Dee said that she's never had anything like that happen on her channel before. And so he was the one who kind of messed it up and was saying things where it's like a cross in my house. Like, what is he talking about? So what happened was that, long story short, he went on Jag's or in Maggie's channel and said that there was a girl who was getting a reading. He said it was two girls, but he was speaking of my reading in particular, because my grandmother and my great grandmother and my mother came through. My great grandmother from the Indian, from my Native American side, and my mother came through, my late mother. And she said everything the way that they were, even the way my mother was, everything, she was good. So as far as I'm concerned, what broke my heart more was that he used my reading and the ancestors, because I think all of our ancestors, like, they're there for us. We all have angels, you know what I mean? But he did that to my reading and said that I said that she said that. That really hurt me, and I really wanted to just let everyone know on this live. I hope that Murph sees this. I'm praying for you. You need help. You need help, as much help as you can get, because I don't know what he's involved in. I don't know who he is entangled with, but that was one of the most disrespectful things that ever happened to me in my life. And I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Okay, I was raised like he is off the hook. Like,
okay, so here's what I'm putting down. Follow me for that. Follow me for a second, because this is why she's upset. It's because one of the most powerful moments in her life on a spiritual path was interrupted and used as a negative display towards somebody, as an attack towards somebody. He used her powerful interaction with the spirit through Just D, right? In order to tear down, Just D's character or persona. So that's why she's upset, because to her, that was a very sentimental and important moment in her life, with her mom just passing, all of the energy coming through, and her herself being a spiritual person herself, right? So for somebody to take that scenario and use it as a way to smite somebody else, it downplays the energy and the importance of it to her. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, that's it. And one more thing that you're missing just a little bit, only because there's no way you would know. But with all the stuff that was going on, I had took myself away, so I wasn't in touch anymore. So she didn't know what was going on, because I wasn't able to say, "Oh, I'm taking a break" or anything like that. I didn't have anyone's email at that time. I still don't, and that's kind of like while I'm reaching out. But literally, my mom told me to go away from the internet. Like, when I say my mom, I mean her spirit came to me. She dusted me off. I knew my mother was always there, but I've been in a lot more contact with her ever since I had that reading. She opened me up. This is what we're supposed to do for each other. We're supposed to help each other see, help each other be better, help each other be strong. And so I have a stronger connection with my mother on the other side because of what happened. And my mom told me to get off the internet for a little while. She was like, "Don't go on those channels. Just, do your work, do your AI work, figure out your studio." But then the other day, I didn't know why I was feeling blocked. I've been feeling blocked ever since like mid-January. And finally I was like, my mother like came to me in my sleep and she was like, "Turn on Just D, just check on her and see how she's doing." And when I did, I went on her channel. I'm like, "Blessings, everyone. I really missed all you guys." And it looked like she was back to herself. Plus, I heard that Jag was falling out with people. So I was wondering if finally she kind of like broke free, because she was just such a strong spirit. Like, ever since the first time I met her, I was like, "Listen, you're strong too. Everything is all about Jag, 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 Jag. But, you're strong. You have people who love you too." Like, and I had just met her and I felt like she was like my family. And it's not like I don't have a lot of people or I don't have a life. Like, I help a lot of people out. I just don't do it publicly. But what we do as healers, and you too, you're a healer. I just do it everywhere I go. I'm a massage therapist. I read people. I help people, and I need help my damn self, But what was sad for me was that I didn't understand also on the Mike's channel. I sent him, because I wrote Ronnie Bo a petition, and I'm just speculating at this point. And then I sent that. I told Ronnie Bo, I sent him a letter, and I said, I'm going to send it to Uncle Mike just in case you're too busy. And then when you speak to him, maybe he can send it to you. Just a petition that was pertaining to something that he wrote, that he, like, I was just trying to help out. Literally, it was out of the kindness of my heart that I wrote this thing for him. And he was happy. He said, I'm going to get back to you, give you your free book. And I told Uncle Mike that I finally emailed him, because every day, like when I would go in there, he'd be like, "Girl, you better email me, girl." And that's what he does. He always is like, "Beautiful," and "Look at your picture," and blah blah blah. But his fiance be in the chat, you know, or his wife or whatever, you know, he's like in the chat with us.
Avatar of somebody that says that they're his wife. I went back to those Facebook pages, and Wild Eye
Wow.
Magic, just after we did the video of it, 2 of
Hmm.
those pages is now no longer to be found. So that's why I
Wow.
was pointing out these pages that he made of these characters, they don't have no followers on there. He hasn't been helping them
Okay.
grow in any
Okay.
way, right?
Hmm.
He hasn't, it's not like he's
Hmm.
been building around them. You know, you got a stepdaughter, why are you building her sisterhood?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's a dog, you
You
guys.
gonna
I'm
hope that
sorry.
dog gonna bite your
Oh,
ass?
no, no, I know, right? After,
He
like,
gonna bite your ass.
it's one of the
Please,
ones with the
sister.
little. It's one of the ones with the little bites.
Yeah,
I
that's the
mean,
one. If you turn your back, they bite you.
I'm gonna have some money for all of us if I get bit by a dog. I'll be sending in a huge super chat. Shoot, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you got Mike, you got, you know, and I don't know what, you know, you got caught up in that Ronnie Bo stuff. This is why I say it was all
yes,
meant.
can you like I did, and I don't even know if I did get caught up, because I still don't know. You understand? Like I'm
You're
just
not
like a
supposed to
normal.
know. That's the whole trap. That's how you get trapped. That's how your energy get trapped with these people. See, it's the operation of currency, the manipulation of money magic. There's a lot that comes in play with all of this, right? Once your energy gets trapped in there, right? It's almost like a piece of your spirit is trapped in that circle too. You got to realize when you being manipulated. Everybody's coming out of it. We all been manipulative once or twice. Y'all just shaking it off now. That's all you got. You got to know when you're being manipulative. You got to recognize the manipulative, right? And then you also got to realize when it's you that's being manipulative. So it's
That's
easy
right.
to look at
That's right.
somebody else and know when they getting manipulative, but sometimes when it's you that's getting manipulative, you
Hmm.
might not catch on. You know, you might not catch on as quick. Like, damn, I am being manipulative. So
Yes, but like I
it's a
said,
bunch of
I.
them. It's a lot of them, and they pass you around. They pass. That's the crazy thing. It's like they pass your energy
That's what
around.
it was. He made me feel comfortable to like to look. I'm a grown woman. I press the button. I have my own credit cards, my own money. I press. No one forced me to give any money, but they just make you feel like, yes, we're doing this. Like not, and not particularly Mike, but Murph. He knew the other channels where I was at, where he was nice to me when I went on those channels, and just it's almost like it's almost like it's a real setup. Like it's almost like they don't want us to get together and band together, not even just band together, but just create and just be creative together. And so when they see that we're getting too strong, then they send other people that act like, oh, I'm trying to bring the Black community together, but they're not.
It's
But they
something,
look
right?
like us. They look like us, but I
Something's
could,
happening, right?
yes,
It's
but
and that's why I
they're
say
not for us.
it's more so like spiritual too, because like when you look at it from a spiritual perspective, you got all these people that's coming out, they're doing readings, they're doing card readings. You know, the Vatican is telling us different, you know, levels of knowledge is back right now. You look at that Sandra, you know, situation. All she said was, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. That was
Yes.
enough for
And did
Oprah.
he say something about that? Did he say something? But he said that he would give the cops immunity, you know,
Right,
so
but
I
that's what I'm
can't,
saying.
yeah.
Like there's so much that's playing on the minds of the multitude with all of this right now. So that's why I say like you're gonna have to have a level of spiritual discernment, because
Yes.
through your feelings and emotions, someone could be manipulating your mental and to keep you spiritually oppressed. You know what I mean? So we got to be careful of how we go about dealing with these situations or different people that's down here, because not everybody's in it for the right reasons, and not everybody's going to make it. Hate to
And
say it.
and and,
Hate
and
to
what
say it.
and you know, when you go to the channels, like I've been on here, I've been listening to you. I mean, of course, we want everybody to hit the likes, but when you're on someone's channel, and that's all you hear is hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. It's like, let's talk about what we're talking about. If people like it, they'll like it. But then I don't try to tell anyone how to do their channel, but it's always like, oh, and that's what kind of like drew me to certain people's channels, because it's like I just feel like I'm participating. And yes, we should hit the like, and we should remind each other to do that too, because sometimes we could love the show and maybe even forget. And if I have all my equipment on, I will hit the like on each thing I have for someone I love, just to do that, just to show that love, you know? And what you were saying about Murph, about how he used me and disrespected the ancestors, because when you think about it, we're all related, but he disrespected the ancestors by doing that. And what another thing that hurt me is that whatever was going on, when I started going on D's channel, it was like 30 to 40 people that would be on the live. It wasn't really that big, but of course she wanted to get bigger, but she didn't really care about the money. That's what she would say. Anytime anybody would send anything, or like, and that's just how it was. But to know that she thought that I did that and said that I was scammed, that really hurt me. Like that really made me feel like if he just lied on me, or if there was something else petty, like maybe it would have, I probably wouldn't even said nothing. I would have been like, I'm gonna do a channel, I'm gonna sing some acapella, or I'm gonna do my channel, because everyone that knows me, they want me to have a channel. They're the ones who got me to thinking about this. This is not like something
I'm gonna bring it up because I think when I was on Maggie's panel today, Murph was trying to come up and have a conversation with me. So I know he's watched Maggie's panel. I know
okay.
I'm gonna go over to Maggie's panel again eventually, and
And oh yeah, and with Maggie, she didn't. Okay, so look, when I did the super chat for her, because I think altogether I gave her like $25 in super chats, and I was saying, I'm just here to put light on this situation. I want people to know in public that I was not one of the girls who said that. And when Maggie read my super chat, make it rain, she was like, I'm so sorry that happened to you, and this and that, but I don't remember him saying your name, and blah, blah, blah. The thing about it is this. You know that I was on a live and I came on in the middle. She's never done an ancestral reading ever on live. That was random. I didn't pay for it. I didn't ask for it. It was something that happened because my mom's just crazy like that. Okay, and that was just something that happened. And she used that whole situation of my grandmother and my mom. Maybe he didn't say my name, but I know it was me, so he did it and lied on me. And then he knew, and then she knew that it was me because she was the one who did the reading. So that just puts her in a state of confusion. And that's what I see everyone doing that's evil right now. Saying all of these little things, putting other people in a question, like, I don't know about this, I don't know about her. So then when you actually have someone that actually wants to collaborate with you, wants to big you up and be a supporter, the person that's a supporter, like me, I'm scared. I don't know what the heck's going on. The person that's actually giving the reading, that's actually helping people, she actually helped me and my sister talk. Like we don't like that. Like that's beautiful. Like I don't like that. So it's like what they're doing is so deep. It's so deep. And one of my friends was like, I could tell that this is bothering you and everything. Why do you even care and everything like that? It's like, you want to know why? Maybe you only care about like your own stuff, but the type of person I am is like, I care about my people. I do. I care that all of this stuff is going on when we should be like you got to talk about this. Like I don't care if it's time. You got to do what you got to do. You have to say something so that when there's other people, they can have some light, and maybe I'm helping one other person just not get fooled. That's how I feel. Maybe I'm helping one person. And the Golden Queen just had a special place in my heart even though I didn't know, I'm like, Uncle Mike, oh, she don't know. He's just that's just how he is. Mike, he just be fresh. He just be acting up, because we all got those uncles in our family. I love how she stood up for herself. And then it made me look at myself as a grown woman like, maybe we have to stand up. You know what I mean? Like these things need to be out there. It's not like I looked at him like, oh, because you said Miss Jackson, and he was saying some stuff to me like now I want to complain. I don't want to complain about him. I actually don't have a problem with Mike at all. I don't really like what I saw today on Maggie's channel. I don't like what I saw, but I don't know what's going on. And when you align yourself and you don't have that inner feeling that, hey, there's something wrong with this, because I mean, it only took me 3 weeks, really. And I didn't even really do much. I was just like, I have to leave this whole sector, and I'm going to be looking at like my tutorial videos and whatever other stuff. But just everything in my spirit said, step away for a minute. And then when I came back, I'm so glad that I did do that. But I felt like it would be a disservice not for me not to address this and look people in the eye, especially Murph, and just let them know like that was very hurtful what you did, and you disrespected my family, you disrespected the ancestors, you disrespected all the people out here that are real. No matter, you just disrespected the whole community by lying on me like that. And then in the chat he goes, I told her that it wasn't you. My name is Nafisa. How can you make a mistake and say, I don't even use an alias name. This is my maiden name, Jackson. My real name is Francis. I don't care. I'm a massage therapist. I have a business. Like people know my name. They have my number. I don't care. I don't have nothing to hide. I don't have nothing to hide. I want people to know that whatever's going on, and even if it's someone like Uncle Mike, if you're good, that he's not good. If you are good in your stuff, I really fell in love with Steph too. But it was a lot of just drama, and I was like, I don't want to get involved in it. But if she's good and she's not doing that, I don't know. But that person is not someone you want to mess with. It's just, I wasn't around for the Ava stuff. I was not around for that. Thank God, because I would have probably been the one trying to scrape money from everywhere, trying to get this girl help. So maybe that's why God took me away from the situation, because he knows how I am. God knows what I am. So it's really sad. And I just hope that we can just do better and just be there for each other, support each other. We don't need to compete. You know what I mean? Everybody has something different. And I'm telling you, you be having me cracking up. I don't even care. I love dark humor. I love it, because that's what gets me through the day. And you are you're A+ with that. You are A+. So,
yeah, I just be trying to, keep people laughing. I know that laughter is a way of healing.
Yes.
Whether we want to look at it however we want to look at it,
But you were letting it out. I was like, yes, like when you were all, I'm sorry, you just had me cry. Everything you were saying, you was letting it out. I could tell you needed to let that out, all of the stuff that was going on. And that needed to be, anyone who's in this sector, if you couldn't laugh at that, something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you.
I just be clowning. I think there's a lot of people out there that needs a little bit of that, needs that power back. There's a lot of women that need that power back. They need to know that it's men out there standing up for them to have that power back, to stand within that right. They need to know that it's places that they can go, platforms that they can go to speak out, to regain that power, right? And the real reality of it is, there's not enough people doing the righteous thing. There's too many people doing stuff for numbers and money, and there's not enough people standing on integrity and just doing what's right. Yeah, it might not bring me a lot of ends. It might not bring me a lot of money. It might not even bring a lot of people to the page, but it'll bring the right people to the page. And that's what it's about. I don't want to, if I'm a fisher of men, let me be fishing for the right men. And that goes with mankind. Let me get the right people at my table. If I'm gonna build a table, it's gonna be with the right people.
Yes, and I really appreciate you just I mean, this means so much to me. I love channels that allow people to just say whatever it is that they feel. I mean, like the whole thing with Maggie's channel is like right now like we need this right now. Whether or not whatever the motive is, because I remember I was on there and I was like, this is really good. She might actually, and then towards the end, and this is just my opinion, and I love all the souls on earth. You know what I mean? I don't have anything bad to say, but when she was like, I just like the drama. I love the drama. I like just to, like, I don't really care, but because I love like the gossip and I love the drama. It's like sometimes you have to talk about it because it's necessary because you don't want it to fall under the radar. But to thrive off of it and to say like that's just what I like to do. When she said that, and she didn't like really make a big deal out of it, but it just slipped out kind of like she was like, I'm just here for the drama, and it's like that's not something that I want to feed off of. I like it like if we can talk about stuff and we can like laugh about stuff and then we can like talk about some solutions and if there
Okay,
is
now
someone.
let me ask you a question. This is no like jab
Mhm.
at Maggie before anybody try to make it seem like that, right? But let me
Okay.
ask you a question. Would you rather see a person on the corner with a sign that's lying about why they want the money and what they need the money for, or would you rather have a person on the corner that's honest
Yo,
and be like,
yo,
I'm about to buy something to drink with this money?
yeah, yo, I be
Which
driving
one would you
around the
rather have?
corner just to give them $1 for that. I
That's
swear
what
to
I'm
God,
saying.
like.
Like, I would rather take the honest grifter, the person who telling me like, look, I'm about to go spend your money on some bullshit. Do you know what I mean? Give it to me at your own risk.
Yes,
I'd rather take that person and be like, you know what? Hey, here you go. Right?
because the
As
person that
opposed
you think need help might take your whole bank account.
Right. The other person is doing it with the mindset of trickery, right? It's the same thing with anything else in this world. If you want honesty is the best policy, right? So if you telling me like my money going to bullshit, nobody can't come back and backbite that. Nobody can't come back to me and say, "Hey, he spent your money on some bullshit." Yeah, I knew that when I gave it to him, right? Therefore, it don't got no sting to it, right? Think about how many people go to church just to find out that the pastor's spending the money on his light bill, right? So you don't know the money going to his light bill, so it's okay that you don't know that it's going to his light bill. But to find out that it's going to his light bill, it's like that's not what I gave my money for, right?
And
So
plus, it pulls on the heartstrings.
exactly. Cohortions of the heart, however you want to look at it. So when people are doing something with malice, it's going to come with that trickery, right? That lure on your feelings and emotions. Jaguar and Wright and them pretending to break up, her being live for 10 hours because it's 800 to 1,000 people in the room, right?
And you
Yeah,
love our community. You love our community, and now we all talking about this stuff. You know what I
right.
mean? Just to bring the attention away when we could be actually like building, like really building something. And it's oh my God. Sometimes I don't even know why I'm so upset about it. It's why we never get to the top. It's like a crabs in a barrel.
Because
It,
a lot of people see the opportunity there for us to unify on a greater level, and it's like the opportunity is right there for us to unify, and nobody want to take the opportunity to unify. How do we have at the palm of our hands, we have an ultimate level of unification, and nobody wants to finally unify?
no,
Like,
not nobody, because you're doing it right now,
no,
right at this
I know
moment.
that, but what I'm saying, like
Yes,
on a multitude, on a grander scale,
yes, yes.
you mean to tell me that we know all of this division in the world, never knew what unity was, never knew what peace was, and you don't want to grab onto that? Listen, before you tell me we need to separate, at least let me see what the hell it is we separating from. Show us what unity is like from, and then let us decide if we want to separate. Show us what peace is like, and then let us decide if we want to be in chaos. But don't just tell me that I gotta deal with chaos and nah, it don't sound right. I'd rather be at peace with everybody than you know what I mean. It just makes sense. It makes more sense to be at peace and loving with a lot of people than it does
Yes.
keep on fighting. Why I'm looking for reasons to fight? Why people go around looking for reasons to fight, looking for reasons to dislike somebody? I
And
can't
you're
get it.
right, and you're right, because like when I went and I thought that, because I really, truly just did not know like all like to what level. I mean, like it was almost like a drug on, because I've never been like involved in like lives and stuff. It's only been like maybe 4 or 5 months for me. And like I would see that someone that I liked was live, and I'm like, don't go on that. Just don't even see what's happening, because I literally had to. It was like an addiction. I had to take myself away. So I really didn't know what was going on. So when I went in the middle of the night, when I felt like it was a calling for me to go on the channel. And then finally she was like, oh, she was like, Nafisa, I haven't seen you in a long time. And then when I heard her say, it's interesting that you're here, like that was like different. And then she was like, Murph told me that that you said that I scammed you and blah, blah. As soon as she said that, like my heart dropped, because I hadn't been right for a couple of months and I didn't know why. I feel things. I can feel things. And I knew, just like I felt like I should leave, I was like, oh my God. And when I told her, it took me a minute. I couldn't even type. You know how like when you're mad and you're texting, you're like, I couldn't even type. So finally I was like, what? And I was like, I never even spoke to him. I don't even have his number. I don't even have his email. The only time I ever spoke to him was on Uncle Mike's Live. And so the way she was like, in my heart, I knew that you didn't do that, but I wasn't sure. Plus she had a lot of stuff going on. And the way that she treated me was so regal. She didn't like curse me out. She didn't like say, I heard, like she was so open. And sometimes you can just tell how someone is when they're going through the worst of times, you know? And being that she could just be so, because she don't really know me. And I could tell that she really knew at that moment. She's like, I knew that. She was like, I'm so glad you came in because I haven't seen you. And no one really knows what's going on, or you just have to cut everybody
You
off.
have to think like that actually traps y'all energy because she's not able to get clarity on the situation with you. You stepped away and you didn't really understand what was going on with her, but you
Right?
felt like the energy or something was off,
Yes, it
right?
was.
And the whole time it's Murph sitting back, disrupting y'all energy, disrupting y'all bondage. And this is the psychiatrist or the
I don't
the
believe
dude with
it.
the PhD,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
had a PhD,
The psychologist.
right? So
If you were
that's what
on
I'm
that
saying.
live, you would have saw. If you were on that live, I mean, you know how people get jealous of other people, a little envious, like if someone's getting more attention. People saw the connection that me and Dee had. All of the people that loved me because they could tell, like, I would finish her sentences before she would say something and I would say it and then she would say it live. Like, it was so beautiful, the interaction that we had. It was so beautiful. And then nothing takes away from that. But for what he tried to do is absolutely diabolical to the community. And how many other Murphs are there doing this? How many other people are, oh, she said this, she said, it makes you can't grow your channel because you're like, I don't know if this person's good. I don't know if that person's good. Oh, I want a wrench. I want a wrench. Merck tried to make me have a wrench for her channel. And right away, I was like, I don't want a wrench. I don't know how to do that. Like, I need to learn how to moderate my own life. I'm not trying to mess somebody else's life up. I'm just on a live. I'm a supporter. I love you guys. Like, but I don't need to like rule over you. I always have to lead stuff. Like, I don't want to lead. Like, I'm just chilling. I don't want to look at everybody and see what they're saying and look them up. Like, I got other things that I need to research and look up besides stupid stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff going on. We need to talk about it. Instead of this petty crap, like we need to get together as a community and just figure out who's the best at this and that so that we can just like make this work and stop letting people pull us down like this. It's stupid. Oh my God! Ralph, you're an angel. You're an angel because I really needed to say this.
No,
And
I'm glad you're getting it out. I'm glad you're able to get it out. I think more people should open up to other people standing in their truth, right? And it's not to say that, whatever it is that's being said has its different variations of what could have been the situation, but in all reality, your truth is your truth. It disrupted you, right? It disrupted your relationship with Just D. It disrupted your energy, right? It disrupted your spirit in a sense, right? And people walking around with heavy stuff on their mind, and people don't realize that it's that type of stuff that's making people act differently in this world. We have to have a space where we can release the things that's in our mind that's weighing on our mental. So I appreciate you for bringing that to the
Yes,
platform and just
absolutely.
speaking, into existence and allowing it to pass
Thank
because
you.
it's going to strengthen you, you know what I mean,
Hmm.
and it's going to give you that extra energy that you need to actually speak out and be a voice in the community. Your voice can be heard, but you just got to find the proper
Oh,
spaces.
he lit a fire under me. I was all lazy and scared, but he lit a fire under me. And look, I don't have to do. Look, I know I know that I don't need to be um, doing this petty stuff. There's ways that we need to fight this, and it's not by being petty. But please don't ever stop being you because we need. I don't care if you lying or not. You are funny. This is
Hey,
entertainment
I'm gonna keep
purposes.
laughing at them. I'm gonna
Yo,
keep
you are
I'm gonna keep
everything when
pointing
it
them
comes to
out.
that.
We have the knowledge. We have the knowledge classes or the lessons every now and again, right? We are embarking on a new journey. This
Yeah.
is a different frontier. Our
And you
spirit
said
is
you talk about round earth, flat earth debates and stuff like that. Like I was like, wow, this dude is, I like him. Like I've only known of you for 2 days, but you know,
Yeah, I
two or
get
three
into
days.
all these levels of conversation, Hitler's bunkers, all types of different stuff throughout history, Zachariah Stitchins, Earth Chronicles. It depends, but
Do you get into like the Book of Enoch and like the
yeah,
tablets
I
and stuff
read
like?
all
Oh
those.
yeah, yeah.
Essence,
Okay,
Book
I
of
love
Enoch,
that.
Dead Sea
Hmm.
Scrolls. Yeah, going
Yes,
back to
yes.
yeah, but that's why I say like, I I like to have an open mind when it comes to this reality. So I'm willing to listen and take into a level of understanding anyone's reality because everyone, even though we're all here, we're all not living the same reality. That's what we have to realize. Even we're sharing a reality,
Hmm.
but we're
Hmm.
not
Hmm.
living the same reality. Some people don't got it like other people. Some people got it worse. Some people don't know what love is. Some people are brought up on lust and they think lust is love. And when you want somebody to love you, you got to be careful or at least be honest on what that love is or entail because their love might not be the love that you used to. And then you sitting there wondering why they not loving you the way that they supposed to be loving you is because they don't know the way that you want to be loved. But we all in it together.
But we know not. I mean, we know when we jipping someone. We know when we scamming someone. There's no.
Hey, and we,
There.
we and we know when we owe somebody too. We know when
Yeah,
we
yeah,
owe somebody some money too. And
that's
that's when that
right.
money become the funky $40. They'd be like, let me borrow $40. When you gotta pay it back, you be like, man, take this funky $40. Take this funky $40. You can
You
have
know
your
what? Whenever someone borrows money, I tell them, I go, look, be this excited about it when it's time to give it back to me on Wednesday. That's all I ask.
That's right. I ain't gonna lie. Like I have a notion of just giving. That's why I don't try to like. I know money is meant to be spent. I don't put myself around people because like the reason why I stayed in situations I was in because I was always willing to help the next person before I help
Hmm.
myself. So every time I'm around somebody and it sounds like they need help and I got the means to help them, I'm dun 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 dun. You know what I mean? So I had to get out of that dun 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 state. Like
Yep,
I was always dun 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 dun.
I'm
So
one of those too. Yes, I
I
know.
had to actually like taking discernment of taking people knowledge and I mean listening to people, right? And having that discernment to say, like, nah, that person ain't right, this person ain't right. But you gonna run across some, you know what I mean, that and you gotta be willing to say, like, you might run into 7 people that don't need help, but you
Hmm.
might run into that one person that actually really needed it.
Yes,
So you got to be
yes,
willing to go through the 7 that didn't need help and the 7 that was on some bullshit before.
yes,
You got to be willing to
yes.
go through that.
And when you're not, you really just don't care anyway. You're only caring about like I don't want to be hurt again. You have to take a risk. You have to I'm always going to have an open heart. I'm not going to let anyone make me not have an open heart. But sometimes you got to take yourself away, just like you said. That's why I took myself off of YouTube because like it was everybody needed help. It was always something, and I realized I'm like, damn, I done spent a lot. Maybe I need to chill with this. I'm like, I just spent money on all this stuff, invested in other stuff that I don't even have hooked up yet. And I'm all worrying about imaginary people and comas. And I didn't go through that, but there was always something, Ralph, always something, you know, and people competing with other people's problems and everything. And it's just, I guess this is just the uncomfortable part until everyone finds who the real people are, and that's just how it is, but I really appreciate you. I'm a new subscriber. I'm gonna check out. Look, I do want to give you a super chat. That's my tithe. I don't go to church on Sundays and stuff like that,
Hey,
but that's how I
in
tithe.
due time, everything is according to what, the universe is deeming it to
That's
be.
right.
But in the
That's right.
meantime, in between time, I do like to extend Goldie, Golden Queen would like to, talk to you. I put her
Oh my
email
God, I
in the
would love to.
private chat.
Okay, definitely,
Yeah, so
definitely.
click on the private chat. I put her email
Oh,
back
oh,
there
guess what? I
for
don't know how
you
to do
to
that.
okay.
How do you
So
do that?
it should be, I don't know if you're working it from your phone. It might be at the bottom of your phone or it might be on the side of your phone. You should be able to see private chat for the StreamYard. So you should be able to. No, that's you leaving. No, that's not it. That's You can't get the private chat by leaving. You can't. That's not it. That's not it. You didn't get there. You didn't go to private chat. You went to exit. I don't know what the hell you pressed, but that wasn't private chat. That was not private chat.
Sorry, I don't know what
All
I'm
right.
doing over here. I
All
don't.
right. So
But I'm just gonna
private.
go back on your live. Do I go back on your live?
No. It's not on the live. It's in the
Okay.
StreamYard. Like it's in the back of the StreamYard. It should be at the bottom somewhere. You should be able to see like a private chat area. I don't know how to work it from the phone because I'm working
Golden,
from the computer, but you
um,
should be able to see
Golden Queen three. Oh, okay, okay.
yes,
It says Golden
yes,
Queen. Okay. Yes.
yes.
Okay, I have
That's
it.
that's her email. So make sure you
Okay.
email her. She
Okay.
would love to have a conversation with you. I'm pretty sure she would love to bring you up on the panel so y'all can discuss
Oh.
what y'all, because I say like you have to realize like I can't empower you the way another woman can empower you. You get what I'm saying?
But
I
you
know
are the glue. You are the glue.
I
You
know, but
are.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Even though I am the glue, I realize that women have to empower each other.
Yes.
Y'all,
Yes.
yeah, it's different. Y'all already came out of a man explaining type of society. Y'all already came. Y'all just now coming out of a this is a man's world type of society. So there's no way you're going. You now I can inspire you, right? I can inspire you, but I can't empower you, right? That empowerment will have to come from another woman. You get what I'm saying? I can
But
only
men are, but I do believe that men are the right men, like real men, not this crap that's going on, but men are like our leaders. Like they're the ones who go out there. They're the ones who are like, I don't want to be out in the cold doing like they're the ones who they build things, and we're the ones who's supposed to keep everything good and love each other and don't bite, all the backbiting and everything. We need to be there for each other. And a strong man has has the ability to bring all of that together without causing all of that crap, all the nonsense. You
right,
know what I
right, but
mean?
that's through inspiration. You have to think about it. Through my level of inspiration will allow a woman to build a nation. I can't build a nation, right? All I can do is inspire that woman to build that nation. And that empowerment of that nation comes with the unification of the women that's around her. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
It's it,
yes,
it's
I
it,
do.
that's how it works. Y'all are the nurturers. Y'all are the ones that bring forth the type of future that we are going to live in, right? A man can only inspire you to want that future to be great. A man can only inspire you to want to bring in a better future, right? Now, when it comes to empowerment, right? Another woman can empower another woman. This is why y'all cycles link up
With
as
the
well.
unconditional love, with that
Right,
unconditional love.
you're right. It has to be
Yes.
unconditional.
It really
But
not, oh, if you talk to this person or that person, or if you do this or it's just it's a unconditional, like I'm not like I'm not gonna sit there and let you fall. Even if you don't like what I have to say, let me tell you what I see.
right,
And tell me what you see when you see that I'm off, and I'll respect that, and so that we can keep each other just with no hate, like, hey, you shouldn't, like, maybe you shouldn't have did that. Like sometimes you need that friend. That's why I'm the black sheep of my family. Like they don't like me. Like, I mean, they love me, but if somebody needs the truth, they call me. I'll make you laugh and everything. You remind me of myself a little bit. But I'm telling you right now, if you don't want to hear the truth, don't come to me, because I'm gonna tell you something you ain't gonna like. Like you might not like what I have to say.
that's why I
You
say
might
like
not like it.
I treat the collective like family. Look, when we at the house, we act a certain way at the house, but when we go outside this house, don't you make us look like a fool.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I would never like say if I see someone is saying like some things, like there's certain things that I wouldn't say in a chat that I see happening. I wasn't in that situation, but there's certain things that happen in the chat and they're coming up and down, and it's like, if you guys were really friends, you would have probably waited until like a private time to talk about that, to straighten that out between you two, so that something doesn't like bust out into the whole live, and to make a spectacle out of things, just to respect the community and everything like that, and the subject that we're talking about, instead of like just making it like a petty kind of thing. There's a respect that you have for the family, even though you don't agree with what's going on right now. It's like, look, everybody's watching right now. Then when it's like a private chat or a private like message, it's like, look, I didn't like that, you said this is how
That's
I
why I
felt.
said like not everybody is conducting it like that. Like I conduct it like that. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I conduct it like that, but I keep it real. Like the people that's around me, the people that's in my Discord, they know I'm gonna keep it real with them. I'm gonna come and let them know when hey, listen, I know we said we wasn't going to Magic Channel, but we gotta go. It's boring. We gotta go over there. Right? I even hit Lady Letitia up. I hit because I feel bad. Like I really care about people. You know what I mean? So I hit Lady Letitia up. Like, Lady Letitia, I'm sorry. I went over to Magic Channel. I know I said we wasn't going over there, but I did it. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Because I don't want
I would have never saw you. I would have never been able to have this
I know, right?
interaction.
Like that's
You
how I
gotta do
be.
what you feel. You
That's
gotta
what
do
I
what
mean.
you
Like
feel. Yep.
I be going with the spirit sometimes. Sometimes, even though I make a decision with the carnal of myself, cause my carnal be in the feeling sometimes. Like, man, I ain't going over there, man. Sometimes the spirit will be like, now get your ass over there. You know what I mean? So I move with that. I move with the spirit a lot more than anything, man.
And I tried, like, when I heard after I got off the live and everything, and that day when I first heard everything, I knew my spirit was messed up, because I was just in the middle, I would just be in the middle of walking or getting something. I'm like, I would just be like, that mother, like, I was so angry, and I was like, you know what, I gotta figure out a way to get this out. I have to figure out a way to tell people, because I'm not, this is not, I don't want to be famous or anything like that. I don't have no channel. I think there's 17 subscribers on my channel, and I don't even have a channel. I only watch movies. And someone found out that for me. They were like, how do you have 17 subscribers? And I was like, I have no idea. I didn't even know I could get a subscriber, because I don't do videos. So
Well, you
that
better stop thinking low of yourself and start thinking highly of yourself. Who are you not to be great? What do you mean you don't want to be
No,
great?
no,
Keep
no, 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 no,
going.
no. I mean, like, I'm not anybody as far as like, look, I know that I'm great. I'm a performer. I love.
You ain't coming over here with that. No, you
No, no, no,
somebody.
no,
You
no, no, no.
somebody
I
great.
know. Look, I love you. I love you. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that when it comes to these YouTube streets, okay, don't nobody know me. I look at y'all. I don't. Everyone who knows me is like, you need to have a channel. Like, you've helped me with this. Why don't you talk about this thing that you helped me with? And I'm like, one day I'm gonna have this channel. One day. But I just never got a chance to hook it up. I've had a lot of stuff going on in my family and stuff. Now, Murph put that fire under me. He put that fire under me. I don't mind camming up. I don't mind showing my face. I don't have nothing to hide. What I'm saying is that, like, being that I'm like really like not like that, it scares me just to know like how deep the infiltration is. And because there's something deep, because you can't let something build. Everything has to be, the structure has to be steady at the bottom. So what they do is that they go in the that they go to the bottom and they take bricks out and everything like that and make the structure weak so we can never build ourselves up. That's what I see happening. And I take that personally now. I take that personally. And yes, we can't let people split us up. You have to keep on taking chances and stuff
And
like that until the right
that's
people is
why I
around.
say, like, instead, like, you're a creator. You know what I mean? You got to take that back. We need more people operating in these spaces with the mindset of that, right? We need you. We need you to link with Golden and go over
Okay.
there and build a page with her where y'all talk about different things and y'all be that voice where y'all let other people come up, and be able to speak theirs out. Now try to stay out the trauma. Don't
Oh
don't get stuck
yeah.
in the trauma bonding, okay? Make it light. Make it light. Don't be over there and create a page where all y'all sitting over there crying and shit.
Yes,
Okay?
that's what,
Don't
yes.
do
And
that.
it's
Don't
okay
go
to
over
cry
there and do
sometimes.
that.
It's okay
All right?
sometimes.
Make it light. It's
Sometimes it's
okay
okay.
sometimes. It's okay
But you don't
sometimes.
gotta make the whole thing
Yeah.
like now let's talk about a solution. Now let's talk about what can we do to not have this come in our spirit? What can we do so that we can maybe, I don't know what it is, but I'm a very creative person. There's so many things we could do. We could do a video. When I say a video, I mean like a music video. We can like do it. We could do a play. We could play this. We could have a play. There's so many
Play.
things we can
Right?
do as artists.
Different things. So that's why I say, like,
I would love to have
everybody.
a wellness thing going on because I make wellness food. I make food that helps cure cancer. That's how I helped my mom. She only had like 3 to 6 months to live. She lived 4 years with me
You could
because
do you could
I,
do you could do everyday check-in, for those who have trouble in the mind. Every day y'all could take a certain
look,
time.
look, I do that all the time anyway. Like I said, so that would be wonderful. I would love to
Right,
do that.
yeah, people need a play. Sometimes you just want to know that somebody else want to know that you okay. And we be going through so much. Sometimes it's just knowing that somebody else checked on you, that somebody else wanted to know if you was okay, if you was all right. Sometimes that gets you by. Sometimes that
You're
be the
right.
that be it. That be it that gets you by when somebody really genuinely look at you and say, "Are you okay?" Not none of this bullshit ass just for the sake of conversation, but when somebody genuinely can see that you not
Yes.
okay and they stop you and look at you and say, "You got it. Keep going. You
Yes.
got it." You know what I mean?
Yes.
We need that
Yes.
shit. We need it in the world right now. It's
And
so few.
I felt so guilty. I felt like when I say guilty, I mean when I just left and pulled myself away. Number one, that was hard. Number one, I never been through anything like that before, even though I didn't even know what he lied about. But I felt like sad. But so today I said I'm going to try to change, and I saw that Dee didn't go live, and she usually does, and I was, so I just left a little bit in her community thing, on a post on a video, just saying like, I know you didn't come up. The show yesterday was great, but I was just checking, and I hope that everything is okay. Because that's actually how I felt. I don't do that with the. I'm really bad at keeping in touch with people, but I just felt like God, like I hate that I was a part of that. I hate that I was a part, that Murph made me a part of that. Even though people didn't know me like that. That's what I mean. Like, I know people don't know me, who I am. Maybe they see me do super chats on people. Like, I think I gave Latanya, Sean Atwood, um, Recording Network, just different places. I've supported JAG. I've always just wanted to be just there. And I don't really do the stay in the chat the whole time. The only time I ever really did that with Dee. But I usually just like to say, hey, you know what? I'm helping out a little something, and then I'm off of there because I'm doing so much stuff. But that's what I mean. It makes us scared to connect, and I think that's exactly what they're doing, Ralph. I think that they're making it so that you don't trust anybody. Everybody stays in all of their little groups and does all of this other little stuff because they know that if we all really built something and we started doing events and we actually started loving each other, like they don't want this. They don't want this, man.
Oh, but tell me the atmosphere. Listen. I've been a recluse like my whole life. Like I've been the black sheep of the family. I've been the recluse. I've been I've been that person that always walks away from situations. The atmosphere is telling us now is the time to unify. Think about it. Everything inside of you is telling you now's not the time to go. And we all, as a black sheep, everybody that's in the comment section, a lot of y'all know exactly what feeling I'm talking about. That feeling that tells you to step away from situations, right? That feeling that makes you walk away, that feeling that put us in these lonely ass spaces, right? That feeling
Yes.
not there no more. Something telling us like now's the time to unify. Now's the time to let your voice be heard. Now is the time to speak up. Now is the time to stand out. Now is the time to be heard. It's like the universe is telling you, you learn everything that you can learn. Now see what you can do with it. What was the point of learning manners? What was the point of learning to respect my mother if I wasn't going to go out there and respect other women in the same light? What was the point of learning the power of creation if you wasn't going to actually go out there and fight for creation? Right? A lot of people are fighting for the unaliving process. A lot of people are out here scared, living in fear. And when you learn that 97% of the things you fear do not even come true, you only have a 3% chance of the things that you fear and coming through. A lot of y'all are allowing a 97% of a falsity to shape your world, right?
And we're manifestors. So whatever sometimes people are so powerful, they don't realize how powerful they are, and they're always thinking about all of this bad stuff and negative stuff, and they actually manifest that little 3% you're
Manifest the
talking
negative
about.
stuff, right? Unknowingly, you manifest the negative stuff,
Because
and
we're creators.
it could come into the form of like a flat tire. It could come into the form of forgetting your keys. It could come into the form of not waking up to your alarm. All of these things is your body's expression of what your mind is going through. When your mind is going through something, your body has to express it. So when your spirit is going through something, your body has to express it through feelings and emotions or some type of act out in trials and tribulations on this plane. So
And
really,
you, no, go ahead.
that's why I say a lot of people are putting themselves through the stuff that they're going through, and then they're
They're
getting
felt.
mad at the stuff that they're going through, thus far keeping themselves in a cycle of going through it.
And speaking of that, like right now, as we speak, what you just said is absolutely true because right now, in real time, when was you on? When were you on? Lady Letitia.
When was
When
the last 2 days
3 days
ago?
ago?
2 days ago.
When I saw that live, okay, and I was done. I turned the I turned the TV off. I said, and then I kind of sat down and I told myself, and I literally said it out loud. I was like, I'm gonna talk to that guy. That I'm going to talk to that guy. I don't know how, and I'm not even really like that. I'm not really like that. I'm like, I need to talk to that guy. I need to tell him what has happened. And like that guy's funny as heck. Like I, I manifested it. I manifested it, and it shows right here in real time, right here in real time, and that's
Yeah,
how
you
you
did
have to
that.
be. That yes,
You did that. You just got to speak it into existence, and then the universe is going. And like you said, look at the timing. It's 3 days. You know, 3 days is the proper time that it would take for something to appear into the reality from the universe. Christ took 3 days. On the third day, he rose, so on and so forth. So it's significant of that 3 days and how fast time is actually moving. And time doesn't exist, but we are shaping our reality by the things that we are thinking, and then the things
thinking,
that we are speaking on. Some of us do
yes.
have the ability to reshape the world we're in with the power of our tongue, and
Was
whether they
your
want.
was your link in the chat on Magic's channel that when you were on there? Was your link in there? Because
No, somebody was putting it in there. I think
okay, I
somebody.
didn't.
I think one of her mods might have been
Okay,
dropping the link or to my
okay,
page or something like that. Somebody, I seen it pop up a couple of times. I seen
okay.
Maggie highlight something that could have been, pointing people to my page, but
I guess I
it,
was upset. I was upset when I was on there because it was the first time I was just trying to tell everybody. But yeah. I was kind of looking for it, and then I didn't because I was like, oh man.
I think it's an interesting conversation around like mirth, and like I say, I think you will have to come to terms with it with inside yourself, because you're dealing with someone who's pretty much going to deny the whole thing. They're going to justify their actions with some type of, nonsense, and they're going to lack the accountability of giving you the proper closure that you deserve. And now
You
that he knows that he might have like your energy from that, or your intention, like just having your attention, saying that it disturbed you, he might want to play on that. You got to be careful with these
Yo,
different
he
people.
messed up. You cannot. When like my mom don't even come to me like this.
Well, you see what
He messed up bad. Like I am a very forgiving, loving person, and I actually hope that he gets help, and I actually care that he gets help. But he won't be getting that help from me, and I know, and it's just me personally. Like I, I don't want to have anything to do with anyone that would do that. Anyone that would, I know what you did. You know how like somebody's looking at you with the cookie, with all the cookies around their mouth, and the cookie jar is still open. It's like, Grandma, I didn't have any cookies. It's like, come on now. I'm not, don't insult my intelligence. That's what I said on Magic's channel. I was not rude. I was like, don't insult my intelligence. That's one of the worst things that you can do.
too much.
Like, just apologize for being a bad person. Repent. Who are you? Who sent you? Who sent you, Murph? Because if you just sent yourself, you need help. Like it's not. I don't want to be vulgar or mean, but it's like sometimes people really need help. And now
Hold
when
on,
I get that,
I gotta fight my son over some leftovers. Hold on. Don't you didn't, huh? Bro, don't get a lot. Get a little bit. It's late anyway. Dang.
it's wonderful seeing a father that's there with his
No, that's
children,
you.
and you being who you are, showing, setting a good example for other men and hopefully they could be smart enough to take the example. And that's what we need. We need, sometimes you just need to show people and be in your own vibe and just showing like who you are. And now I know that that's what I have to do. And what he did was empower me. He empowered me to see that he saw the connection that I had, and how when I would go on the chats and talk to people, how I would bring light. And what he tried to do was take that light and act like he was light, and he tried to just blow all the candles out that I was trying to light.
Well, like I
And
said,
that's what those kind of people do. He can't do that. I will never let him do. I would never
absolutely.
disrespect my ancestors, any of my people. And when I say that, I mean that. I don't care. I don't care what nobody says when I say that. Shoot, I'm
That's
not
why I say.
prejudiced,
That's why I
but this
say.
is I love my people. I'm not prejudiced, but I love my people.
Right. That's why I say, like, your voice, it has to be heard. And like I say, this is all about, standing in truth, standing in the light, whatever it is that people are misunderstanding of this. A lot of people want to unify. We're tired of fighting,
That's
right?
right.
Tired of
That's
fighting. I
it.
don't want to find no difference in somebody. I want to
That's
find
it.
common ground.
That's right.
I don't want to keep on finding reasons. I know a lot of y'all might look and say, man, that's weird. Who is this guy, Ralph? How he come over? How he come about? Listen, it's not about that.
I knew who you were when for the first 5 minutes I saw you on the one where you got disrespected on. Because that's when I first saw, when you got disrespected. As far as I'm concerned, I'm sorry, but that was disrespectful. Like when the whole thing with Donut and like with I'm not saying anything about him. I'm just saying there was a whole channel that there were people coming up and she was pulling people down. And I just felt like, God, that guy didn't even get a chance to say what he was saying. Like, what is going on? Like,
You want me to make my plate before yours? Okay.
you know.
I'm not gonna OD. I'm just gonna take the majority of it. No, bro, because then you're gonna take all of it. Yeah, right.
Daddy's stomach is bigger than yours.
That boy greedy. Like 5 meals today. How many I have? How many? No, you know. How many meals did I have today? You're lying. Okay. Yeah, that's why I say, like, I man, I know this world is changing, and I know that collectively we are greater and inspiring each other. Like, what are we doing? Like, why? And that's what makes me so angry about the Jaguar Right platforms and the Atwood. Like, y'all got these big platforms. Y'all can show a level of unity between the UK and the United States and Canada and everything. Why are y'all not taking the chance to show a greater level of unity? How the freak do all of y'all team up in the name of hatred and expect us to not look at y'all and say something ain't right? All of y'all just happen to team up and all of y'all just dislike America, huh? What a coincidence that a bunch of MFers got together and decided they didn't like a whole damn country. But I digress because I know that, just like they are needed, they are what wakes us up, right? Through whatever it is that they're doing, it wakes up, the people like me, the people like you, the people like Layla Teacher. We can all still be blinded to their, you know, manipulation. We can all be under manipulative dipping right now.
Oh, you got to keep your head on the swivel.
Right.
Yeah, I'm learning that. And Lady Letitia is a beautiful person. I've only seen her 2 times, but she's just a beautiful person. And the way that she handled even someone that she had to take a wrench from or something. I'm not really, just like I said, I'm not in the whole politics stuff. But like she handled it in such a beautiful way, and you could tell that she was hurt. I could feel it. I could feel her hurt, and it just seems like it happens to the people that the least deserve it. It's like the people that actually deserve to like to like get a piece of your mind to. It seems like everybody's scared. Everybody's scared to say something. But then a person that's like showing their heart, being a beautiful person, being giving, wanting to collaborate, that's the person that you mess with. And a lot of people think that those people are the weak ones, but they're not. Because those are the ones that can kind of see. They're not going to be messing with you, and it's not like to keep us separate because all skin folk is not kinfolk, but we need to know even the ones that we think like I said, like I didn't know that the whole Ronnie Gold thing, like I had no idea. I don't even understand what's going on with that. But just like I said, I'm gonna use my heart. I'm gonna use my intuition, which I know is like Murph taught me that. I know that my intuition is more on point than I did before because something told me just stop. And a lot of it had to do with I don't know about this. It makes me see like you still have that gut. You still have that intuition, your dreams that you have. Sometimes people don't know that they have that. And they ignored it and ignored it and ignored it. I'm glad I didn't ignore it and I'm glad I did what I did, but he empowered me. But sometimes when you get empowered, you get your feelings hurt.
Right.
You get
Well,
your feelings hurt, and that's
make
okay.
sure you reach out to Golden Queen. Make sure you
I
send her an
will.
email, right?
I'm gonna send her an email right after this.
Right. I would love for y'all to collaborate and maybe
Me
put a
too.
panel together of some type
Okay.
of topic. Listen, women's fears are not our fears. There's a lot of women that getting took advantage of in this world. Y'all gotta walk down the street every day and worry about somebody doing this or somebody doing that. these monsters are getting more emboldened now. So it's definitely need more places where y'all can pick up, hang out, whatever. I got the Discord. We got the Discord Atlas family. We open and invite
Okay.
everybody unconditionally. Cyber Nation, y'all know what we do. We go around spread love, not war. Look, love is love,
Okay.
man. If y'all ain't here that somebody love y'all today, let me be the first to tell you that I love you. You're
Yeah.
not the last, right? My son over here trying to eat up all the food, and plus we
Yes, yeah, I'm gonna let you eat. I gotta go make my hubby a plate. So, but cause I gave him a snack. I told him I had to just leave just so I can get there. Cause he knows that I've been like messed up and a little bit, and it's not like I'm consuming it. It's just that when something's unresolved and you know that there's some sort of like, there's something that's,
sometimes you gotta
you
get it out.
know.
You gotta get it out. And it'll keep on bothering you if you don't. It'll disrupt your sleep if you don't. That's how
And
I
it'll
am.
stop me from building with people and building and just and helping other people build and building my own channel and spreading love.
Absolutely.
So we ain't gonna let that happen.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. RC, I see you. Love is love. Sandra, I see you. Love is love. Keeping it real. I see. I looked at all you guys'
Aww.
comment section. I've been checking out the
Everybody in the chat, I love you all. If you're here, then I know you're good.
Ain't no problem. That's what we do. Golden Queen, she was speaking up for herself. She just
That's
needed
right.
somebody to get behind her, right?
That's right.
Sometimes when you're speaking up for yourself and it seems like nobody is seeing it from your perspective, it make the fight harder. It changes the fight. But when you see somebody else that's fighting too, you like, I knew I wasn't wrong. I knew I wasn't wrong. Fuck that. Yeah. So I just had to give her turn up so she can get the apology that she deserves, not no back end bullshit, right?
Thank
A
you
lot
for
of people
that.
smile in your face, talk to you all types of crazy on the front end. No, you gave that woman a public display of disrespect. She deserved a public apology. The strength of her has to be embedded into a child that she's raising right now. She got
And
a
it's
3-year-old.
so you can feel it. So you can actually feel it,
Right,
like
right.
when you
Her
care.
how she feel, how she go about that determines how she raise the next generation. She needs to know she's empowered so she can put that in the next generation. That's the truth of it. Some of these people don't know what they fighting for. How like
And she's not a bad person because she felt that kind of way. Look, I didn't feel that kind of way because I guess I'm kind of used to like that kind of like
no, but
uncle.
your
uh,
approach,
But
your
but
approach
but
was
but it
different.
doesn't
He
invalidate
wasn't
her.
watching you on a back end. He wasn't watching you somewhere on another camera talking about some. Ooh, I can see if she actually met him and he was like, "Oh, you're a beautiful woman." Then that would be a different conversation. No, this mother sucker's on a back end on a different page, looking at a live, talking about some. Ooh, Golden Queen. Ooh, say something. Ooh, that's some weird ass shit.
Yeah, I didn't see that
Weird ass
part.
shit.
Yeah.
But neither here nor
But
there.
all of what you did, all of what you put out there today, like after the magic earlier, like everyone just needed to see what was going on. And I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about it. All I know is that if I was her, if I felt upset about something that someone else did, and I know that I didn't really do anything, and I apologize even though I didn't do anything, I just would expect to just have a little more than that, just yeah, she didn't deserve that at all. And I resonate with her because my massage thing is called Golden Goddess. Everybody calls me the Golden Goddess. So like when she said Golden Queen on there, I was like, oh my God, I love that. Like, and that's just the way that we should be with each other. You know what I mean? And everybody has a right to
That's the link.
feel however they feel. Everyone has
For
that
everybody
right.
in the comment section, that's the link to the Discord. We are on multiple pages right now. So if anybody is over on the Twitch page, love is love. Appreciate y'all for being over there. Anybody over on the TikTok page, love is love. Appreciate y'all for being over there. For the 2 YouTube pages that we got going on right now, love is love. I appreciate all y'all that is here right now with us in this present moment. There's nothing greater than love, light, and laughter. I think we should have an open mind about this future, about moving into this future. Yes, everything is not peaches and cream, but we're not Sarah Lee. So we're not looking to bake anything at this particular time, right? We're looking to understand one another, right? We're looking to get a better understanding of this journey that we call life, right? Remember, even though we are in this world, we are not of this world.
That's right.
Okay, we are
That's right.
sharing a human experience. That's the point.
Experience.
We are sharing this experience, right?
Yes.
So let's do
Yes.
that. Let's share.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
y'all know
God
what
bless you. God
we
bless
gonna
you.
be in the Discord like we always are. We're gonna keep
Okay.
the Discord. I gotta, run the game with my son for a little bit. Gotta get some
Yes,
food.
no, you do your thing. Yes, thank you so much. I'm gonna get in touch. I'm gonna send her my stuff now.
Right. Make sure you reach out to Golden.
I
Make sure y'all
will.
correspond. The next email I get from her should be that you reached out to her and
Okay.
y'all putting
Yes.
together a panel or something like
Okay.
that. Maybe y'all can reach out to some more people. Maybe Sandra can be up there on the panel. Y'all can reach out to different variations of generations. Get some older women on the panel.
Yes.
That way it
Yes.
can be a multi, purposeful panel and different generations coming
A
together.
real elder, right?
Yes.
A real elder.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. Not a Jaguar right. Please don't go find another Jaguar.
My elder, your elder.
But
But
y'all have a great night, man. This was a beautiful live. I hope you guys liked it.
yes.
If you can, to donate to the Cash App or the PayPal, however you want to get that out. We are working towards monetization. We got to be a little bit more quiet now about how we go about getting monetization because people don't want us to monetize for some reason. We ain't gonna say no names, but they know who they is. It's
Okay.
mainly just one particular person that pretended to be our friend, but he turned out to be a snake in the grass. And then after we cut the grass, he got mad. Well, we ain't gonna talk about it, but y'all know who it is that didn't want us
Yeah.
to make it in this biz. And
That's
now
right.
he's sitting there mad, crying in the car. Never mind. Never mind. Y'all have a great night. All right.
Yes, you too. God bless everybody. Blessing. Peace.